Hello everyone and welcome to the Ironwarrior Cosplay live stream with me, your host, the Ironwarrior Cosplay himself. How are we all doing, chat? Hope we're all doing well. Let me actually just turn my volume down a little bit. I can't hear so much. Let me do a quick test. Make sure everything is... Oh, wait. Don't have audio, do we? Do we have audio? I'm worried we don't have audio. Let me have a quick look. So, before stream, you guys can hear me. Right, I can't hear me, which means I've got issues. Basically, before stream, I'll explain in a second. Let me just sort this out. That's why. I can hear myself. Right. Let me just... Why is that not turning up and down when I want it to turn up and down? Oh, the joys. The joys! Why isn't this? Stupid mouse. There we go. Is that working? Oh, for crying out loud. Bear with me so much, bear with me. I've been having audio issues, and when I say audio issues, worse audio issues than I've ever experienced. And it has been hell, and I thought I had it all properly, like, sorted. Clearly not. So that clearly, you know, isn't working. So, right, okay, so if I do that, when I turn this up and down, nope, it won't turn that up and down, and it only turns that up and down. Okay. Well, what is going on? I do not know. I'm telling you. It is awful. Also, yeah, let me just have a quick look. AI view streams something, yeah. It's a bot! It's okay, my auto mod has taken care of it with the ban hammer. Which is good, because I don't need that right now. What I need is to sort this out, because this is the biggest headache. There we go. Right, okay. Right. I'm so sorry about this, guys. I genuinely am. Just making sure how much of the music you guys can hear as well. Good, there's some background music. Nice. So if I want to turn it down on my end, I can turn that down, mute that, done. Right, I'm so sorry. We could totally start this again. I'm telling you this, I'm very, very annoyed at the fact that I thought I fixed it all. So I had a catastrophic failure. So I didn't stream last night. PC is playing up. PC's playing up again today. It's a real pain in the ass. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's running now. It's all fine. So that's good. I'm charging some lav mics and stuff because I'm doing stuff in the workshop. I've got my other camera set up, and then when I connected in, I think I had maybe the audio like tripling instead of doubling. I think it was like 3 lots of audio because I had to mute it in 3 different places and then figure out what was happening. I had to redo the whole thing. I had to reset everything and redo all the audio. It was a pain in the ass. But all I need to know is, can you guys hear me, for starters? Right? If you can hear me, wunderbar. If you can hear the music, but at a nice low volume. That's a bit loud. turn it down a little bit and then wait. Okay, I'll turn it back up a little bit. Just for you, I'll turn it back up. See, I still feel that's just a touch loud. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll try like that and see what happens. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll try like that and see what happens. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll try like that. Okay. Right. That seems good. So I've managed to sort the audio to a point. I'm having to go into my audio settings and to tell it constantly to put it through my headphones, whereas my headphones should be the default, whereas instead I've had to set my speakers to default, which is such a headache. It's such a headache. So let's turn that up so we can hear Tonk. Hopefully you guys can hear Tonk. I hope you guys can hear Tonk. I'll try. There you go. As long as that's okay. Let's try that again. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. As long as that's all audible and it's fine, then I'm happy because I have been I was meant to go live at 11. It is now 1. So you could see how much of a pain in the ass it's been. It's been a real pain in the ass. So, right, just turn the music up a little bit for me so I can hear it a little bit. Right, what are we doing today? Well, we are in the workshop with Ironwire Cosplay, which means there's nothing planned. It's not like a stream. We are just doing stuff, right? And one of them is, let's see if this will work. No, it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Oh, man alive. Get it to work like that then, I guess. There we go. Awesome. Right. So, we are working on some bits and bobs, okay? And as you can see, I've got my soldering setup out, and I got a bunch of shit out as well. Don't need that. LEDs, empty bag, cable I don't need, LEDs. So, first off, welcome. Thanks so much, Pink, for being here. You are first in the chat. We have Krieg. How you doing, my boy? Guten Morgen. We hear you. Music gone and back and gone. Don't even. Trust me, it's a nightmare. Let me just turn this a bit so I'm lit up a little bit more. I will be doing lav mics in a bit. I am hitting this all the time. I will be doing lav mics in a bit, but that's when I'm walking around. That's if I'm walking around. I'm going to charge them a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. So bear with me. I'm just going to mess around here a little bit. Right. Okay. No. Right. Tonk, yes. Right. What are we doing today? Well, like I said, nothing's really planned. I'm just working on stuff that I need to work on. And I'm working on Voxcaster stuff, for those of you who have been keeping an eye on my Voxcaster stuff. This isn't very hot. Why aren't you? Oh, no way. Yep. Didn't turn that on. So yeah, I didn't turn my soldering iron on like a tit. So it's all going very well today, as you can tell. So, but over the next few hours, which will be a fair few hours, we are going to hang out, chill out, get stuff done. For those of you who haven't seen, we are currently on. Also, we have 8 viewers. 8 viewers? That's mad. Wish I could see who was watching. I don't know if I... Can you? Oh, we have 3 people. Right, there we go. The rest of the chat. Whoops. Oh well. I didn't expect the stream start so early, so I'm unable to tune in before outings. No, that's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm going to be here until, like, well, it was going to be till 4. It's going to be until a little bit later now. Just a little bit. Because I don't really want to... like do it for 3 hours and be like, well, you know, whatever. Because I've been really working hard to try and get this good thing to work, and now it's working. So, you know, we're back. So, while I wait for that to warm up, because it's a headache. Yes, I'll take a while to warm up. When I wait for that to warm up, I'll explain to you guys what I'm doing and what's been going on and stuff like that. So I've been working on the Voxcaster. As many of you know, you've probably seen them. Well, if you've watched the latest episode, which is episode 10, I've been working on the speaker ring and the speaker grill and stuff. That's been kind of fun. I've kind of enjoyed that. I have cut it too big. It's all explained in the video. But I think I did say in the video that I was going to make a cutout on the panel that goes on the side. I've decided against it. I'm going to make its own standalone panel. But right now, I'm working on the small transmit panels. So if you have a look here, we've got MF, which is medium frequency, I think, high frequency, which is in its own box because it's a high frequency, RX antenna, and transmit. And it says transmission range on top of it. And I made it into this nice little panel. See, it's got like some nice things along the edges there and things like that. And I've put some holes through it for LEDs, which is going to be really nice. There we go, smoking now. There we go. There we go. So, let that warm up a lot more. I've just got to use it to just burn the holes a bit more perfectly. So, I'm looking at this is my minus that because those are connectors. This is my current stock of LEDs. Okay, this is my current stock of LEDs. I've got them ranging from 5mm to 10mm. I don't tend to do any odd sizes like 8mm, because it's just I don't know. I just don't. These are those are blue blinking LEDs, and these are red, I think. But LED deliciousness, I like it. I like it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have a quick look. Turn this down. There we go. I couldn't hear myself think. Are these blue? Ah, these are blue blinking. Right. Are those blue blinking as well? They are blue blinking. Right, okay. So, if I put these in with these, then at least I know that all of these are my blue blinking LEDs. So, there's not going to be like a fully planned thing. This is literally just me in the workshop working, and I want to do more of these streams if I can. It's harder to do them after work because I'm so tired after work. But no, I want to try if I can do some more bits like this. Those are red blinking. Those are green blinking. So those are all blinking. Those are flashing. Those are flashing. Those are solid. Blue, white, clear lens, blue flashing. Those are the 10mm ones, and then solid yellows. Okay, do I have any others? What are these? Constant red 10mm. So those are all blinking on that side. Those are all solid. I need to find out what this is. what is blinking versus a flash? So a flash is more, you know, it's just like a photography camera. It just goes flash. It just gives you a quick flash. Whereas these go on, off, so they're blinking. And I believe as well, if you add certain resistors to them, you can make them blink faster and slower. So, but I kind of like. Here's an example for you. I don't know if this one's a flickering one, whether it's because I did try some those candle ones. So let me see if this one is. No, that's solid yellow, so that belongs in here. This is my bag of solid yellows. The yellows, I like them because of the color yellow that they are. Makes me very, very happy because it reminds me of like old vintage stuff, which is why I have one in my vintage radio. But it looks like those are all the LEDs I have. I think so, yes. That can go. Don't look at that anymore. Yes, so these are all the LEDs I have. That's fine. I have these. These are, believe it or not, these are inside some hot glue from a very old failed project. I need to see. There's something quite interesting to show you. So what I did with these ones is, because you're asking about what's the difference between blink and a flash. To have one of these LEDs just blink, those are solids. Let me just I'll grab you a green blinking LED just to show you. So I hope the lighting isn't too strong for these LEDs for you, but so if I show you, if I just attach that as best as it, right, so see how it flashes on, off, just on, off like that, see? So 1, 2, 3, 4, just blinks like that, right? What I did was I had this inside a prop, and as you can see, I hot glue it because I hot glue my wiring right at the end to give it strength more than anything. And I don't hot glue these; these go to the battery. But when I put it in, they didn't flash the way I wanted them to. But I've kept them. The reason I've kept them is I soldered in this sheathing in here. I added another resistor, and it was a much lower, like, strength resistor. It was not very good. But what it causes these LEDs to do is the power comes through to this LED, goes from this LED to the resistor through the resistor that's already mounted onto this LED, and then causes like a weird delay. So if I show you this, this is like a really weird. So they flash together, but then see how they'll go off sync a little bit. So they flash together, and then they'll go off sync a little bit. So they're not quite in sync, and they don't quite think. The only problem is they do look like they're slightly broken, but the downside is this blue LED is very dim compared to the green LED. And I was like, I like the way they flicker. I might like cut away some of this hot glue and whatever and like fold it over and add these into a prop at some point. So I've kept them because they're working. There's nothing wrong with them. I just added in a resistor. So I've done that, and what's that? Oh, never mind. I know what that is. It's fine. Keep that there. And then this. So now that this is warmed up, I can just clean up these holes a little bit. There we go. Try not to breathe this. It's not very good to breathe. Try not to breathe it. There we go. Right, so transmission, range, MF and HF. Then I've got RX antenna and transmit. Those are the 4 switches I have put in front of my Voxcaster. The 4 big lift-up, click-on switches, and I like them. Now, each one of them, I want to light up a different LED. I've decided on the MF that it's going to be a solid red, because this one is going to be connected to the power switch. So I have, you'll probably look at this, there's 4 of these and I've got 4 switches, but one of the switches is power. And that power switch turns on 5 even, of these large 10mm LEDs that are solid red. And it's got like a plexi lens I want to get for it and some mesh and stuff. There's a lot of work I need to do, a lot of details and stuff. So what I want to do with that is I want to I want to make it so that the power switch, when I flick up the little red cap and I turn it on, those red LEDs will come on, those 5, and at the same time, this MF, this motherfucker, this MF LED will come on as well. Once that's on, these will be off. The other 3 switches on that 4-switch panel then, when I turn on the frequency one, which when it's down is on MF, hence why this one will be on, but it'll run from a different power source. When I flick that switch up and turn it on, HF will come on as a blue blinking LED. Then these 2 are separate. Again, one switch will do RX antenna, the other switch will do transmit. I'm still umming and ahhing about what colors to use other than the ones I already know. So, what color was this? This is why I keep green blinking. This is why I keep a 9-volt battery to hand all the time. I also ordered, I think, 10 9-volt batteries recently because I needed more. I'm okay with dimmer blue LEDs, but bright ones murder my eyes. They do, and don't get me wrong, none of mine are going to be like dimmer. I was going to sand a few of them. I've decided not to. What the bright... had a late night last night, I do apologize. But yeah. So, I'm going to do some bits like that. I got my soldering iron out. I'm not going to need it quite yet, but I will have it on ready. So, those are pre-wired constants, so I'll ignore those. I want a red solid. So I'll have one red solid. The problem I've got, I don't think I've got a solid green. So I might use blinking green. Because of your suggestion, I'll use green. It is blinking green, unfortunately, but... Oops, that's solid. I need that over there. But I think I'll use... For you, blinking green will go for transmit, because it's green. I like your thinking. You think a lot like I do. I like the thinking there. So, the way I've laser cut these is there's enough room for the LEDs to sit inside, but they're not super tight. So... As you can see, it will just like pop in, and they pop in, and they're really good. But the whole point of them is I didn't want them to be too tight, because I do want a bit of the LED to stick out, and there's a certain amount of the LED I want to stick out, and that's where I'll hot glue them. So this one's red, I believe. I always check. Yes, that's solid red. So solid red goes with MF. We've got blinking green for transmit. RX antenna. Let's see. I've got red blinking, blue blinking. I don't have many solids. So they're all flashing. Wow, I realized I need to order a lot more solids. I have a lot of flashing LEDs. MF. I've got yellow solids, which do look quite good. And then RX antenna, then I can have blue. Okay. Let's do... If I can open this packet. We'll do yellow solid for the MF higher frequency, because I kind of like how vintage they look. Yep, good. So we'll do it like that, that, and then we'll go... Where's my blue blinking is there. So I have red, yellow, green, and blue. Nice! I like that. I am thinking whether I should change the yellow one out for a solid, different color one. But when it comes to LEDs, there aren't a crazy amount of colors that you can buy in these type of LEDs. That's what's a bit nuts about it. I'm going to disconnect my soldering iron for now, because I'm going to use my hot glue in a moment. Actually, hold on. No, I won't. I'm going to take this over, and I'm going to mark my Voxcaster with this first, before I continue. Because if I jump the gun, I won't know where to drill the holes. So bear with me, chat. There's going to be a little bit of this, of me getting up and walking away. Where did I put my sharp? There it is. There we go. So, what I've done now is I've just gone and marked this on the Voxcaster so I know where to drill and glue. Let's grab my hot glue gun. I'm going to have to move my mouse, and I'm going to have to move this. That's out of the way. As long as it's safe. I know it's on the floor, but it is safe. There's my glue sticks. So, now I've mixed them up now. Ha 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 ha. Right, okay, red. You're red. I know you're red. You're red. Good. And red is medium frequency. Then that's the last one, I believe, and I'll just swap them around. So we're going to go yellow was the medium frequency. Yes. And then this one, RX antenna. Oops. Was blue flashing. And transmit, we agreed was... Oops. Oh, wrong way around. Green flashing. Nice. So, pop these in like so. Then, when the glue gun warms up, I can then sort these out. And then the plan for these, normally, to get them all to flash together or do different things together, you wire all the reds together, you wire all the positives together, you wire all the negatives together, and you run them to power. I'll tell you why, and I'll even demonstrate. So if you want these, because some of them flash, and some of them don't flash, you've got to be careful, because if you wire some flashing ones to solid ones, those solid LEDs that you've got will also flash. But they won't flash as well, because they're not designed to, really. They're not really totally designed to flash. So the best thing to do would just to wire all the positive and negatives together. That way, everything just gets power when it needs power, rather than getting power to a blinking LED, then for it to go through the blinking LED to the next solid LED, which is also getting intermittent power. So that's some LED tips there from Iron Warrior Cosplay. Let's see if I can get these to all fit into here. There we go. So you see the solid ones? The solid ones stay on. They're solid, and the RX antenna and the transmit, they will blink, by the way, in and out of sync. See how they're blinking sort of in sync now, and now they're blinking out of sync. That just happens. There's not really a way I can change that. Well, not that I want to bother. But here's an example for you, though. I don't know whether I can get this example bang on. But which ones were blinking? This one was blinking, for example, right? This one's blinking. And I know the red one is solid, okay? So if I went red, red, black, black, like that. Red, red, next to each other there. Black, black there. And then connect these up. The red LED comes on, and the blue LED will blink, right? If I go... Make sure I get these right, because I need to make sure that they're right. If I go red to black, so red from here, black to there, right? And then black to here. Oops, where's red? Then red. This is always difficult because obviously I'm not connecting them up properly. I'm just doing it by hand. So there you go. See how they're both blinking now? But do you see how the red one is struggling a little bit? Because the red one isn't designed to blink. And then they do tend to fail quite a bit because they don't work very well. But then they blink together. And then these ones I don't think these ones will blink out of sequence too much, like the other ones. But these two are blinking. Now you can see the red one is much dimmer. So basically, don't do them in a series. Just do positives and reds and negatives with blacks, and then you're done. And then I'll just show you guys this when it hasn't got the draining of the blinking LED. There you go. Super nice and bright. So that's how I wire my LEDs. It's super simple. It's not very difficult at all. But yeah, it's just, you know, is what it is. It's pretty easy. I'm gonna do this so that I remember which LED goes where, like that. So it goes 1, 2, 3, and then this one, and then I can just do these slowly bit by bit while my glue gun's warming up. So oh, it is warmed up. Nice. So I will pop an LED. Right, I'll pop an LED like that, and I'll squeeze some hot glue around it. Right. You'll wonder it's right against the table. And then what I do then is while there's hot glue on it, I will spin it, and I will push it out a little bit, and I hold it. Hold it there. I like it so that when you look at the LED, the little, I don't know what you want to call it, the two little pieces of metal inside, the positive and negative side, they're just under the 5mm foam, so you can't quite see them. So all you can see is the tip of the LED. There is kind of a reason why I do it like that. It's just I think it looks better for starters. I think it looks quite nice. When LEDs are pushed too far into foam, I feel they just don't look as good because you can't quite see the whole LED being utilized. It's just you literally just see the very top circle of it. And when you go at an angle, when you look at it from the side, you can't quite see the LED properly. So that's how I've always liked doing my LEDs. Just gotta let that dry a little bit. Well, cool down even. Once that cools down, I'm gonna clean up the mess I made on here. And then I'm gonna just clean it up a little bit. I'll do it now, actually, while it's still kind of warmish. I very much need this to be as clean as possible, because when I go to glue it, I'll be using contact cement. But I don't know whether contact cement will stick to hot glue that's melted, stuff like that, so we'll see. Zeta Omega! Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? There he is, there he is. The Mechanicus boy himself. The beep boopy boy. Him and his toasters. Him and his toasters. Do like Mechanicus, though. I play Mechanicus tabletop. Play Skitari and Mechanicus. I'm just trying to flatten this down, by the way, just for those of you who are wondering what I'm doing with the glue gun. Just flattening it down because it needs to go right up against another piece of foam, so I don't want that hot glue in it causing a horrible lump. Doing just grand, mate. Good, dude. I'm glad. Mr. Titan's here as well. Mr. Titan, you can redeem third if you like. Then you'll officially be third. So, yeah, like I was saying, I've been mentioning to everyone, I'm currently soldering some LEDs for this lovely panel I'm making for my Voxcaster. In fact, I put an episode out yesterday, and I've already edited and uploaded my next episode, which is episode 11. So I'll go have a quick look at that. Hello, Draconic Mist! Draconic Mist. Love that name. If I jump over... Whoops. If I jump over... I'm always wary about where my phone is. Because one time I had it straight up just on stream. It was like, okay. Gonna have a quick look. Because if I can upload episode 11, I will. Where's episode 11? There's episode 11. If I can upload episode 11 for you guys, I'll upload it now, and then you guys can have a watch. Or watch it later. It's up to you. I'm having a very, very chill day today, but like I said, I'm just working on some bits. I'll be doing some painting in a moment as well, which will be super nice. But like I said, give me time. Hi, honey bunny. Love it. Let's do it. Done. So, if you guys want to go watch the newest episode later today, you're more than welcome to. Just posting it now, new video. Woo! Okay. Paste. God, Facebook sucks. Paste. New video. Done. Over to the Discord. YouTube releases. Hey, episode 11. There you go. Episode 11 is now live for you all to go see. And I'm doing this while I'm actually live. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And then I'll pop the link. Nice. Done, done, and done. Posted, posted, posted. So, he's been streaking. Yes, he has. He's been streaking. Well, time for me to get a streak. Dropped robe. Let's go. It's too damn hot today. It is warm. It is warm. It genuinely is warm. I am feeling you, Mr. Titan. It is very warm. Right. That looks very good. Good. And it's fairly flat there, so I can just drill a hole later and pop it in. Nice. Now, the next one was... Transmit. Transmit was red. No, transmit was flashing green. That's one. Transmit was flashing green. RX antenna's next. And if I'm right in saying it was blinking blue. Yes, it was. And we can pop this in. Hold it at the same level as last time. Pop some hot glue. Oh, wait, I need another glue stick. Define warm. Well, it's not like super boiling hot, but it's just warm and it's just like, oh, it's warm. It's so early for an hour. It is, but I couldn't do a stream yesterday. My computer's been playing up. It's still kind of playing up today. I had audio issues through the Kahookas. I had so many issues with the fucking audio before starting stream. And when I started stream, I thought I fixed them. You could cook an egg on the street, hot in my end. God damn. But also, hi, Star Sky Creations. How you doing? I take it's early for you, as in, you know, it's early for you. I don't know how early it is for you right now. Bloody hot glue. Ah, missed that side entirely. Nice. Now then, I just hold this now. Exactly where I want it. Now, little details like this, by the way, no one notices really. Obviously, you guys will. I've told you about it. But when you go to a con and someone sees your props, stuff like that, they don't really go, "Oh, your LEDs are here." I'll give you an example. For the brace I did for my Krieg Medic, that was an interesting one. I didn't want the LED sticking out too much on that one, so I made them so just the dome was sticking out. It still flashes up on camera quite nicely, which is worrying because I tried to make it so that they wouldn't flash too much up on camera, but they do. It's nice here, US today, much cooler than it has been lately. It's 29 degrees Celsius. Oh, 29 degrees C. I don't know what it is here. I'd have to have a look. Okay, Google. What's the current temperature? Ah, it's not bad. It's 20 here. It's 20 degrees C. 20 degrees C here. Not too bad. Could be worse. This is why I refuse to touch Windows 11 and Windows 10 football. Don't get me wrong, I'm on Windows 10, but it was all fine before, for some reason, just before my computer started playing up, and I don't know why. And I'm very, very annoyed. I miss Windows 7. The last Windows 11 update fucked something up being my PC. It's an AI thing they want us to use. I hate AI. Driver update. You've done a driver update? Man alive. I don't know when I updated the drivers on this last. Tell you what though, I actually need... I've got the SSD now. I need to transfer my entire rig, essentially. My SSD that I've currently got running here. I need my SSD transferred over to the terabyte SSD. I need to use Clonezilla, which is what I normally use, is Clonezilla anyway. Clone that over to the new SSD, so that way then I can have more space. Because I have almost no space on this PC now because I only have 120 gig SSD. Because remember, when my beautiful friend Rambo, may he rest in peace, built me this PC, the only hard drive I had was a 120 gig SSD. So, you know, it's not really something I could upgrade at the time. And then I decided to buy equipment for the stream because I had plenty of space. Now I don't have plenty of space, and I very much need to get more space. So the next thing I need to do is clone this SSD over to a new SSD. I'm going to keep this one then as a backup, just in case. And then maybe buy another SSD, clone that one, so then I have a backup. So if I fire the PC up one day and it's not working, I could just take the two cables, plug them into the SSD, fire it up, and hopefully it'll work. We'll see. But I made sure to block any and all AI. Like, I tell you what, I do very much dislike AI. Oh, actually, hold on. Can I show you guys something funny? Hold on. Let me turn my Wi-Fi off so that no notifications or anything pop up. Let me make sure there's no. Good. So, as you guys know, I got a new phone. I got a S23 Ultra. It's new to me. I know it's not the top of the line. I don't need top of the line. But it's new to me because I had an S10. And I did hold my S10 the other day just to take some photos off it. And I was like, God, this is small. But it is what it is. But I found out that... I know you could do this on my S10 probably. But I found out recently with my newer phone, while I was scrolling TikTok, there was a guy who was like, hey, you can go to TikTok and you can click set wallpaper from any video you see on TikTok. So I went to live wallpapers and I looked at a bunch of stuff, and I had this nice train one for a while. And it was like, it's like a cartoon and you're looking out of a train window and it's quite nice and everything. I've opted for this. Oops, sorry. Windows XP. This is my phone background. It says Windows XP and I fucking love it. Properly made me all nostalgic because I loved Windows XP. I ran Windows XP Professional for the longest time. I ran Windows XP Professional for donkey's years. All my friends kept telling me to go on to, I think at the time it was Windows 7. And everyone was like, go to Windows 7, go to Windows 7, go to Windows 7. But no, wait, my apologies. It was Windows XP, it was Windows Vista. It was Windows Vista. That's what my friends wanted me to go to. So I went from XP to Vista eventually after just being stubborn. Kind of enjoyed Vista. I almost tried to make it look like Windows XP. I had like different like taskbars and stuff and everything was, I had all the windows look different and I tried to make it look like Windows XP. It was really funny. And I even changed I know you probably think this is really sad, but all the audio, so you know like when you misclick and Windows is like doom or anything like that, or like the login noise and everything, I changed them all for the classic Windows XP ones. This was when I was way younger and I had loads of time in my hands. I was on Vista. I was on Vista for like maybe 6 months until they're all like, go to Windows 7, go to Windows 7, you need to upgrade to Windows 7. And I was like, I don't want to upgrade to Windows 7 because I'm fucking annoyed that I changed to Vista, but whatever. Ended up going to Windows 7 after 2 years. I was on Windows 7 for ages. Was it then Windows 8? Did Windows 8 come out? I think it was Windows 8. And then 10 and then 11. Because there wasn't a Windows 9. Was there Windows 8? I can't remember if there was a Windows 8. Yeah, 8. There was 8. I didn't change to 8. I've never used 8. That's one operating system I've never actually used. Not even when I was in IT. I never touched Windows 8. Never touched it. Because it was dog shit. Windows 10 came out, which is what I'm using here on my rig now. And I actually liked 10. I liked 10 a lot. Because I like 10 still. I run 10 on my main rig, I run 10 on my laptop, and I run 10 on this. I run 10 everywhere. Now, all fucking... What is it now? When did it happen? Like, all service things are finished for 10 now. You can no longer get any help or any updates or anything like that with Windows 10. So I was like, you know, fuck, I'm staying with 10. And I'm still sticking with 10 now. There is a problem, though. I've been told that maybe in like 2 years or 3 years' time, there'll be certain updates for like OBS and what else was it? OBS, Stream Deck, and some of the plugins and stuff I have that are gonna require Windows 11. And I'm like, I don't want to change to Windows 11. I've seen the layout of 11. I hate that the taskbar, the start menu is in the middle. I know you can change it. But why would you put it in the middle? The whole time, like from start to finish with Windows, the taskbar has been, the start menu is at the bottom left. Every time. Why move it to the middle? It was the dumbest decision they'd ever made. And I was so annoyed when support ended. I was like, fuck's sake. I really didn't want support to end for 10, because I think 10 is genuinely one of the nicer operating systems I've used in a long, long time. And like I said, I've gotten used to 10 so much now over the years I've been using it. And I'm annoyed at the fact that I can no longer get support for it, which kind of sucks. But hey ho. I'm going to turn that off because the hot glue is getting too hot. So it's turning into water. And I'm probably going to have to use a very sharp scalpel and cut away some of this hot glue later, or melt it with the hot glue gun again. And get it to stop... get it to stop like pushing against the foam when I go and put it in. Making sure they're all lined up properly. I'm going to remove some of the hot glue with my fingers. My asbestos fingers. Not to mention the amount of AI. Oh my god. I genuinely hate AI. The amount of ads I get that AI generated, and the amount of people on Facebook of a certain age, older people, who are just posting so much AI crap, and they're sharing AI stuff with posts being like, oh, look at this little girl, she's playing the violin, and you're like, that is like a 6-month-old, and it's clearly like AI generated. Why are you posting things like this? And they believe it, which is scary as fuck that they believe it. Come on now, line up. It's scary as fuck that they believe it. It really does like worry the shit out of me. Because if they'll believe that, they'll believe fucking anything. There's a group I follow. I'm a train enthusiast. I like trains. I just didn't know if you could tell, but I like trains. Hold on. I really like trains. And I was following a train page, like train spotters and things like that, right? And there was a photo, and it was like, oh, this photo taken in like 1892 or something like that, shows a steam locomotive at a crossing or whatever. The train line was coming towards the photographer. Then there was the railway crossing gate was across the railway line. And then there was no railway, there was no station, there was a road and a car parked in the same direction. And I looked at that and was like, that's AI. That's not how train stations or train crossings are. That's not how it works. So I got really confused. So I looked at the comments, and the amount of people who were like, oh, lovely photo. And then other people were like, this is AI. And then someone was like, yeah, it's AI generated. They reverse searched the image, and they were like, yeah, here's the original image that they tried to copy. And the original image is completely different. It's so funny. And they'll believe anything. They'll believe anything. Tonk. It's insane. So yeah, it's absolutely insane. It genuinely bothered the shit out of me. Now, bear with me 2 minutes. I just gotta pop over here, grab some walkers. Oh, I am back. Yeah, there's so many people who will believe so much when it comes to AI, and like friends of mine will send me like an AI image, being like, oh, "Check this out," and I always reply. I will reply, and I will always reply, going, "Ew, AI." Every time, every single time, I'm like, "Ew, AI." I just don't like AI. It just doesn't make me happy, and I don't like seeing it because it just makes me go like, yeah, but a person could have drawn that. It would have been better. I don't like to use AI at all if I can help it, and the last time I think I even remotely thought about using AI was, I think, ChatGPT. I needed to sort something, and I was like, I wonder if I can use ChatGPT, and even then I was like, I don't like this. I genuinely don't like this. But I wouldn't use AI to generate images. That's definitely something I very much dislike. Little something I've done a while ago actually is LEDs look really cool and everything like that, but I like the idea of getting a tiny little washer that's the same size and just popping a little washer over it. It just adds that little something, and because this is the high frequency one, I wanted to add a washer onto it, but then I thought, maybe if I add one onto transmit as well. Or maybe one onto all of them. We'll have a look. If I've got enough, I might do all of them. Proceed with great caution. Always proceed with great caution. Always. But everyone's like, oh, AI this and AI that and AI this and AI that. And I'm like, yeah, cool. I cannot wait for when it all goes tits up. When it goes tits up, it'll be fucking hilarious. Oh, look, I found a domed washer. Man, that's cool. Oh, wait. I'd have to file it. Nah, don't worry. I'll grab another one. Oh, here you go. That's a nice one. Oh, I like that. Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. I have found... If I can find one more, then I have found... I found one more. Yep. I'm going to add a wash to all of them. Just to add some detail. Just to add some detail. Look how cool that looks, see? Little extra bit of detail. This one's smaller because it's inside the box, so I think that's really cool. I like it. So we'll do it like that. Right. Turn that back on, which I believe is still hot. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Let's click that off. I think it looks quite good, doesn't it? Instead of just the plain foam, just adding just a little washer onto it. Just gives it that little something. The first time I ever did that was on my gauntlet, on my Creek Medicaid gauntlet. That's all that done. That's that done. Right. By the way, Iron Fest. Tickets are still on sale. If you guys want to come to Iron Fest is happening in Cardiff, and I'm so excited for it. I've got loads I want to post about Iron Fest soon, so there's a few other things happening that I'm even more excited about. For example, I don't know for those of you who haven't been keeping an eye on Iron Fest, Correction Cosplay is bringing his giant-ass Lehman Russ tank. He's bringing that to Iron Fest as an Iron Fest exclusive. So if you guys want to see and mess around with Coraxian Cosplay's incredible build, If you haven't seen already, he's built a plywood Lehman Russ tank that is remote control. And not only is it remote control, but you can sit inside it and drive it around. He'll be there in cosplay. And he'll be there with his Lehman Russ tank. Yeah, come to Ironfest and pet the Lehman Russ. Oh my god, that's such a good line as well. I might actually use that. That's quite funny. So, just let this cool down. And then this panel will be done. I think if I'm right. Oh, look at that. They're all the same size. Oh, hell yeah. Actually, hold on. There we go. Yeah! Nice. So, looking at these, all I've got to do then is do a little bit of super duper gluing, and then I'll be drilling the holes off stream. I'll be drilling the holes in the Voxcaster and adding that on as a new panel, which I think is really cool. But I wanted to do this because I needed to do it anyway, and I thought, well, if I'm streaming, I might as well do it on stream. Just gonna reload that. Hey, 3 views, nice. 3 views, 21 minutes, nice. There you guys go. There's the newest video. Oh wait, hold on. I'm missing something. Hold on. This looks cool. This looks cool. This looks cool. However, I'm imagining the hell of getting this through the metal circuit in New York City Comic Con. The Voxcaster, yeah, the Voxcaster is full of electronics and worryingly large. There'll be a video soon of me test fitting it, and it's gonna be really funny. I love it, by the way. Do you know what? I might as well explain to you guys as well, since you guys are here and everything. So, oh my god, stuff everywhere. So I can pop these back. Oh, actually, hold on. Keep that out. Put that back in my little toolbox. Pop that over. I ended up not needing the soldering iron, but I got it out anyway. But it is what it is. Oh, I have to log back in. Oh, never mind. Fuck that. I'll just Google image search it. We'll use this as an image. Well, that one actually. No, actually, I'll use the one on the actual mini. That's the one. Yeah, we'll use that one. It's a Reddit image, so I'll make sure. And then surely there's images of my Voxcast that I've posted. Good lord, there isn't. Okay, fine. We'll go to Facebook. I know I'm not logged in, but I can still go to photos. Oh my god, it's going to make me log in, isn't it? I don't want to log in. Son of a bitch. Oh wow, I'm not posting many photos. Never mind. But I'll show you guys anyway. Hopefully this works. Yes, it does. Awesome. Right. So, see this this Voxcaster here? I have completely gone against this design. Okay, maybe not entirely, but like 95% is new. What I've done essentially with my Krieg Voxcaster is, I'll use the mouse to show you, is this top panel here, and that little cutout and everything. I liked that. I haven't quite done the cutout. There was a point where I was gonna do the cutout, but I had nothing to go there. So I was like, I'll leave the cutout. I also haven't done this here. I wanted to. There was an actual thing I could get that you can slide. It's like just like an old stereo volume, or even like what's it called? What are they called? Like an attenuator. It's not an attenuator. Like not an actuator either. Well, you can like a dimmer switch essentially, but it slides. Okay. And I was going to put one of those in and do that, and I've decided against it. It's like a radio tuner that goes sideways, but I was going to use... You could get one that you can adjust power on, so you can go from 0 to full power and down, rather than literally just tuning a radio. And I was going to do that for, like, the spinning antenna and stuff like that. As you can see on this guy here, this little stubby antenna here, it should have a circle on top of it, I think is what those ones have. Let me actually... Yes. So, oh, it's from my post, I think. I don't know, actually. But as you can see here, see this post? That's what that is. But obviously this one's broken. I haven't really followed this much. I have done it where there's a box on top and a box on the bottom. As you can see, the box on the bottom is slightly smaller width-wise than the box on top. So I've also done that. The speaker's in the same place, but my box is much wider. The Voxcaster I've got, I didn't want to keep to this exactly. I decided against it. I was like, do you know what? I want to make it my own. And I want to make it so that I can have so much stuff on the front of it. I've done my own different designs and stuff. Wait until you see how much I've done differently. You'll be like, yeah, he's just taken it and run. I wanted the idea of a Voxcaster. Didn't really want to do a Cadian one, and when I looked up a Krieg one, as cool as they look, I found it was too small, even if I made it to fit my back a bit. This here is just a round canister for your gas mask or something, or like the one I've got on my backpack now, and I didn't want to get another one of those. I just thought it wouldn't be enough. So I went a little bit nuts. I'm looking over at my Voxcaster now. So I went a little bit nuts. I widened it by, I think, 4 to 5 inches, and then made it about 6 inches taller. So that's how I've done mine. In terms of the thing on the bottom, this canister on the bottom here, I don't know whether I'm going to add that. I think I'm just going to put feet. I'm going to put strips of foam that I'm going to cut into feet on the bottom of the box. So when I take it off, I can put it down. Because if I had this canister mounted to the box, I'd have to get the canister removed, and I have to make it removable. I'd also have the straps that come out here and here in the way. So if I just have it as a flat piece, it could just be taken off and placed down and used. There's some really cool ideas I've got for the future. I mentioned them in my videos. But yeah, there's a lot more videos to come, by the way. We are on episode... what episode are we on now? I need this one. What episode are we on now? I think we're on episode 11 I've just posted. Yeah, episode 11. I think there's going to be maybe 30. I don't know. I've got 3 other videos I need to edit to upload them to then share to you guys. I did episode 11 a week ago. Then I edited it, and I filmed another 2 videos. So it's getting along there. Views-wise, they're not doing great. I don't know whether it's the length of the videos or the content I've put in them or anything like that. I'm not really sure. I think the most views I've got... Let's go back to episode 1. Episode 1 has 76 views. And I think... Oh, episode 6 has 114. Which is kind of cool. I think that's the most views I've got on a Voxcaster video. Yeah, 114 is the most views. But I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep cracking at it. There's my super glue. I'm going to keep going and keep doing it because I enjoy it. I really enjoy being in front of the camera, doing videos, explaining how things work, and just explaining how I want to do stuff. And it's a lot of fun. How am I going to do this? I'll get a cup. I need it to be vertical and flat. It's all those passive subscribers that have their... Yeah, probably. But the weird thing, like, the amount of subscribers I have compared to the amount of views I get is kind of worrying, because I have 30,300. I've just clocked over to 30,313 or something. So it's like, hell yeah! Loads of viewers, loads of like subscribers, which means loads of viewers. And yeah, sadly, it doesn't translate that way. Not on my profile anyway. Yeah, it's either they're not seeing my stuff, or my content isn't something that they want to sit down and watch. Because, like, let's see, episode 11 so far is the longest. It's the longest video. Yeah, it's the longest video. It's 20 minutes and 50 seconds. The second longest is 20 minutes and 46 seconds. So, you know, it is what it is. But it's not an issue. It's not an issue, because every now and again, one of my shorts just blows up, and I'm like, oh, okay. Right, I got super glue on my fingers again. I hate getting super glue on my fingers. I got blisters on my fingers. Right, yeah. Where's the basket? Right. So I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna let that dry like that, and then we can do a test of all of them. Make sure it's all working. Oh, by the way, these are relatively cheap. They're the best wire strippers I've ever used. They really are. I haven't used a set of wire strippers this handy in so long, and I've used a lot of different like wire strippers and stuff in different places and different jobs and in school and stuff like that. But man alive, are these ones genuinely decent. It's got a 2-wire slot there that you can twist wires. It's got a 4-wire slot you can twist wires. It's got these different wire cutters here that you can just put a wire in and snip them. It's got cutters here. There's a cutter in the middle there. It's got all the different sizes here, and it even tells you in millimeters, which is really, really handy. It's got a little pair of grippers at the front here. Put those grippers away. A little pair of like pliers at the front there. The actual like stripper bit here, they're all angled. They're not just straight through, so they're put in at an angle like that, which is really, really handy. I genuinely love it. They're really good. Right in the middle here, it's got 2 lots of crimpers here for crimping connectors and stuff, and I genuinely haven't found a pair of snips or pair of cutters or anything, crimpers and such like that in a long time, and I've been addicted to using them, and I've been using them a lot recently as well, because I've been wiring up some stuff for the Voxcaster. So much soldering, good god. And I'll just give you a quick example. Done, and it stripped it really nicely, and it's really thin gauge wire too. I really, really like it. They're such good wire cutters, wire strippers even, and cutters, I guess. It's because of YouTube bullshit. They want to push shorter content like YouTube Shorts, not to mention that for a while you couldn't curse or swear for the first 7 minutes without getting demonetized. Right? I have to watch out when I do my videos and stuff. When I do my live streams, it's different, especially now I'm back on Twitch. It's just better. I hate the moment you pulled that out. My brain went, oh god, it's been forever since I've seen those. Right. So... Oopsie daisy. Come on. Right. So, it's now time. It's now time to change over. We're going to change over, chat. Because we are going to be doing a Joy of Chaos painting stream on this. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. So, I am going to take that off before we do. And I might even... I have my masking tape here somewhere. I had it earlier. I actually had my masking tape in my hand earlier. There it is. Because I needed to map a little sign onto the workshop, because the workshop's a shared workshop. And I put it on the workshop door, and I've been like, hey, like live streaming in progress. Do not enter. Come on, I know it's cutting through the bottom bit, but I don't care. As long as I can pop this onto here. So I'm popping some masking tape super quick just onto the Velcro, just so that I don't get any issues with that's not running. Use this one. Nice. So, without further ado, we'll be back in a moment with the Joy of Chaos painting stream. So if you bear with me just one moment, we'll get everything ready, and I'll be back with you all in just a moment. Hello everyone, welcome to the Joy of Chaos painting stream. I know we're back, but it's just I had to get everything ready. So I had to get my paintbrushes, my pot of water, got my water and everything. But how are we all doing? We're back, and we are going to do some painting. Do some painting, chat. Now I've already got the silver out, but I need to get some other paints. I've got them all next to me here. During the intro there, I bugger off over to the table over there and just start grabbing everything and putting it on the table, and I'm just listening to the music like da 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 da, and it's just really fun. So, right now, in terms of what we're painting, I'm gonna have to adjust El Camera. We're painting this today. We're painting essentially what is a detonator, essentially. There is a plan, or I had a plan, where these two are going to become actual plugs, where I'm going to be able to plug things into them. I haven't managed that yet. I will, but the plugs I want to use are essentially... Hold on, I think I have some here. Bear with me just a second if I can find them. Ah, there they are. 2 seconds. Got it. These are 1/4-inch jack connectors. These are 1/4-inch jack connectors, and essentially I want to get 2 of these and pop them in here, and then buy the jacks themselves, and then attach a cable to them so I can reel that cable out, and then I can just plug them in. I think that'd be kind of cool. That's the plan anyway. Whether that's going to be how I actually do it, I don't know. This is a broken one I used for testing forever ago. It's why I reached into the bin to grab it. But I'm going to grab 2 of those and plug them in there, and then get some other cables and stuff like that. Joy of Chaos theme is by Jam. I do love the Joy of Chaos painting theme. It's a lovely jolt of nostalgia. I like it. So there's a switch and LED and everything like that, and I need to pull that out so I can paint it and everything. Now, there was a point where I was going to do this with like I was going to do like a wood grain detail, a wood grain effect around it and everything. I've decided to go for like a metal effect instead. Since it won't let me redeem for some reason hydrate. It won't let you redeem hydrate? What? No way. Should do. I'll hydrate. Huh. Yeah, I will have to go get a hydration. I'll pop that out super quick. By the way, that has from our previous stream, that has now dried and everything, and it's all attached and everything's there. That panel's ready to go on in a moment, so I'm really excited for that. I'll be doing that off stream because I can't be asked to move all my equipment over, and I don't have a cable long enough, so it's out of stock on your end. Interesting. Let's have a look. Manage rewards. Let's have a quick look. Iron coin. Hail hydrate. Let's have a look. So it costs 350. There's oh, it's a 10-minute cooldown. Yeah, there's a 10-minute cooldown on it. So either somebody like either somebody pre-used it and I missed it. I hope I didn't. Bear with me just a moment. I'm going to go and grab a drink. Sorry about that. I had to actually go to the house and grab something, so thank you so much. Oh, that's nice. It says out of stock with no countdown. Bizarre. Is there normally a countdown when you use it? Like, is there an actual countdown, like clock? How bizarre. Oh, it says countdown. 10 hours. So funny. I can change it to 10 hours. Well, I've changed it now to 5 minutes instead of 10. So, I've done that now. Hopefully, that will fix it. Hopefully. We'll see. 5 minutes 20. Interesting. Right, so, what was I saying? Yes, so my original plan was to do this with like a wood grain texture and a wood grain effect and everything. I've decided it's a heavy piece of equipment. Everyone I've seen, or the ones I've looked up, they're all just fully metal, and they just go, and I'm like, no wood. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it metal. So my plan is to do like a bluey metal here, like a kind of a blue tinged kind of metal here, and then maybe some silver up here and some rub and buff and some dry brushing and stuff. So that's the plan. But the first thing I'm going to do is have a look at which blues I've got. Cobalt blue would be really nice, actually. I like cobalt blue. So let's get that on there. Where have I put my mixing lollipop? Over there. There it is. So this is getting out of hand. There are 2 of them. What's getting out of hand? 2 of who? 2 of who? Get rid of that. Right. Oh, hey, what do you guys think of the Krieg gas mask? I decided to go a little bit different and add actual stitching to it. I'm not sure how I feel about it. To redeem not working. To redeem not working. You redeemed highlight my message. Because there is a countdown on a lot of the stuff, so people can't spam them. But I can't tell you why they should be working unless it's on Twitch's end, because I haven't touched them. The only reason I just touched them was just now when people are saying it's not working. But we'll have to have a look. That's quite a nice bluey metal. Kind of like that. Right, let's add a little bit of Mars Black to darken it out. Tonk is out of stock because it wasn't long used. Tonk wasn't long used just a moment ago. So, it's on a cooldown most likely. So it wasn't long ago, it was used. So at least I don't... Yeah, Tonk was used. Yeah, Tonk was used earlier, I could just say, I could see it at the top of the chat. So that is a nice sort of bluey metal, like blue-grey metal. I love it. Add touch more blue to it.
The Legion thanks you for your support.
Hey, thank you so much, Draconic Mystic. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Holy crap! Thank you so much. Genuinely, really appreciate it. Thank you for the biddies. I really appreciate it. You are very, very awesome. Thank you so much. Tonk is back. Oh, who's going to get Tonk before anybody else? Oh, who's going to get Tonk before anybody else? Tonk. I might set up Tonk where when you redeem it, like using channel points rather than actual money, that it'll just come up by itself. We'll see. Look at that. I'm actually kind of obsessed with this. That's such a nice gunmetal-y colour. That's so nice. Do I use that one or do I use the wider one? Use the wider one. Tonk! Tonk. Right. Get the paint off the mixing stick so it doesn't get all thick. So just keep that there. Right! I can push that down for now. I'm only painting the sides and stuff. Oh, very nice. Very nice. I don't know how many of you were here when I was roof sealing this, but I've sprayed it since, obviously. And I think it looks really nice. The textures come out really nice too. You can see the texture through the paint really well. I am doing a full coat of this. I'm not dry brushing this on. I'll do dry brushing later when we're near the end. I can do some dry brushing on it. That is a nice. I don't know how well the camera picks it up. Let's go to this one. This is the better camera. There you go. Oh. I like that. I like that bluey color. That bluey metally color. It's really hard to explain where I've seen that color before because I have seen it, but it's hard for me to remember exactly and explain exactly where I saw it, and I can't remember for the life of me what country it was. Not that I've traveled far, but it was from a specific country that I saw it. So, Bluey, not the Warhammer anthropomorphic doggo from Flash Kids. I think was it Flash Kids? I think it was Flash Kids. They got told off for it. It's so funny. Those guys are great. It makes me want to go back to cosplay stuff, but I don't got the time and money for it. Do you know what? I feel you when it comes to that kind of thing. Whereas I've mostly got. I want to do stuff for cosplay. I don't have the time. I have the money to a point. Like I can buy foam and stuff, and I can buy some paints and things like that. Basically everything I'm using now, like the paints and stuff I'm using now, that kind of thing. I don't have money for like fucking huge CNC cutters and stuff like that as much as I'd like to. I tell you what I am working on. And this is just for you guys who are here. I am working on putting together a vacuum forming machine. For anyone who likes vacuum forming or has done any or knows about vacuum forming. I really enjoyed vacuum forming when I was in school. But the one we had in school was tiny. You could only do like mug-sized things. So it could only do very small things. And the bucks weren't very good. The bucks were just these tiny little scrap pieces of wood that just had like a dome shape on one and a square on the other, and it was just kind of meh. When we saw Toy Story 5 last night, it's only renewed my desire to do a team cosplay as Buzz Lightyear Alpha Legion. Oh, that would be cool. An Alpha Legion Buzz Lightyear. Would he be Alpha Legion? Like, I'm just trying to think, what would Buzz Lightyear be if he was like, oh, I'm gonna join this Legion. I wonder what Buzz would be. What's the equivalent of like Star Command? Because he's like, you know, Star Command. He's like, come in, Star Command. I wonder. I wouldn't mind going to see it. I had plans to go and see it, but I've been kind of busy, so I've not been able to really do much. I was meant to go to the circus as well. I haven't managed to do that either, but I will manage it. I will do it. I will sort something out. It's on this weekend, and I think it's on next week as well. I'll have to check up again. It's been something I've been meaning to do. I just haven't gotten around to it, essentially. Too much going on at the same time. Too many irons in the fire and all that. I like that saying. Too many irons in the fire. I back with ice cream. I back with ice cream. What ice cream do you get, Mr. Titan? Share with the class. Share with the room. See, even chat wants to know. Chat wants to know. I'm really easy when it comes to ice cream. Super, super easy. I like Raspberry Ripple. Raspberry Ripple. My favorite ice cream. I had one last night. Caramel one. Nice. Too much iron within. Impossible. Impossible. Who said there's too much iron within? Look. Never has too much iron within, although I've got high iron. Which I actually need to go and get checked. God, that looks really nice. That is a nice shade. I like that shade. Obviously, this is like the base layer, but it's still nice. I remember making this thing very, very long ago, and I was like, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for my engineer. I'm going to do this. And then just was like, actually, I'm going to do a shotgun. And then this just... I made all the tools and everything, and this just got pushed to the sidelines. But I will do it now. I will do it. I will absolutely do it. Too many irons in the fire. Right. I love that saying, though. Too much going on once, or you're juggling too many plates or something like that. Forgotten what some of the sayings are, but I love too many irons in the fire. Ah, too much iron within. I'm a big fan of cookies and cream. But also the tonight dough. I like what is it? Magnum salted caramel or something, I think it was. I was obsessed with them for the longest time. I ate too much of that ice cream. I properly ate too much of that ice cream. Millionaires or something it's called? I forgot what it's called. I used to eat them a lot. Then it got too sickly sweet for me, and I was eating too many of them, and I was like, no. Ooh, nice. See, it's already 2:30 now. Oh, damn. Tell you what, this bluey kind of metal-y colour I really like. Was it cobalt blue? Yeah, cobalt blue. Very nice. It's one thing I'll definitely keep doing is missing like the very edges to make sure I get every edge. And the faceplate for it, by the way, the Krieg one I made, the one that just says boom. I'm changing this to a different one. I haven't made a panel for it yet, but I am changing it because As funny as it says boom, I just didn't know what to put at the time, but obviously I've come a long way since, and now I can be like, oh, actually no, I'll put this. So I'm gonna make like just like a, you know, Krieg detonator model number, this and that, whatever, and just a simple little thing like that. Now then, now that that's all done, right up to the edges and everything, get off that, there we go. I am going to paint the bottom of it. The bottom of it hasn't been roof sealed or anything, but oh, actually, hold on. That's what I need to do. There's a bit of hot gluing that needs doing. I forgot about that because I managed to push this through a little bit too much not long ago, and now I need to hot glue it. Whoops, it is. I'm going to hot glue it before I paint it. Go on, go for it. I'd love to. What have you got, Draconic Mist? TSA had to put out a statement about foreigners trying to sneak ranch bottles out of the country and the guidelines on what you are allowed to have / carry. No way! That's insanity. Ranch bottles. So funny. People do love ranch. That's so funny. But out of like everything to be caught for by the TSA for carrying, like a gun, a knife, scissors. No. A ranch bottle. That's so funny. Okay. Has that warmed up? Where the bloody... There it is. And if I turned it on. I've never tried it, and I don't know whether I'd like it or not. Don't know whether I'd... Don't know whether I'd like it. I heard on the news and on the internet that Scotland drank a few bars dry. The Scottish came to America and drank a bunch of bars dry, which is the fucking best thing I've ever heard. Fair play, Scotland. I think that's absolutely fucking legendary. And before you ask anything, before you say anything, yes, I'm painting these. It's because I'm not doing the connections and stuff yet, and I probably won't do for a little while. But I am going to paint this and take it to Fantasy Forest. Take it to Fantasy Forest and everything before I do all the modifications I want to it and whatever. So, you know, but It'll be a lot of fun. I might do the cable for Fantasy Forest as well. We'll see. But as of right now, I'm just gonna paint those, just so that they've got a little bit of paint on them. Right. Tell you what, though, I would definitely remake this if I got a chance. Definitely remake this. The whole state was drunk dry. Then they had to call in more beer from other states. That's so funny. That's so funny. Philly is gonna be gone off the map, win or lose. Anyone here interested in the football? I'm not really interested in the football. I'm not really watching much on the football side of things. It's just not my thing. There we go. Right. Just waiting for the hot glue gun to warm up super quick. Oh, whoops. The internet on my phone was turned off. Oops. I swear I didn't turn that off. Whoops. Oh, wow. Oh, great. Now all the notifications are coming through. Oh, shit. Oh, right. Where the bloody hell? There we go. No idea why that was off, but yeah. Japan been informed not to use sexy ladies in uniform in games as it keeps the player from the other team playing football. What? Distracts them. Mexico and South Korea have been amazing. I don't watch it, but I've been living for the fan directions. Fair. Saturday. There we go. Right. I'm just filling this bottom portion here. I'm just going to spread this glue out because I didn't manage to get the glue gun in. There we go. There we go. Sorted. That is going to go on there nicely. And by the way, this is just at the bottom. It's just to support this bit because I actually accidentally put a hole in it. And that wasn't a good idea. I grab... Where the hell is it? Oh. Thought I had my steel ruler here. Never mind. I'll just smooth it off like that. There we go. As long as it's inside, I'm happy. I can just get the rest of it off like this. There we go. not the best, I know, but it's on the bottom, and it was mainly just to get the inside supported, because there was unfortunately a bit of an incident where I was pushing the new plunger in before I'd like made a base for it and everything, and sadly it punctured through the bottom. Only a little hole, but I've now sorted that out. So I didn't manage to glue it, that's all. Now I have. Nice. England can't put flag up in the game because of our Prime Minister's a git. Interesting. I wonder why not. I'm just getting rid of the excess paint, by the way, before you're wondering what I'm doing. Because the bottom of this does not matter. But the top of it does when I put my fingerprints on the fresh paint. There we go. So, pop that there super quick. Whoops, daisy. Never, never land. Just to seal the foam a little bit. Like I said, I didn't roof seal the bottom of it, so I'm just going to put a nice thick layer of acrylic on it, just so it's got something on it to protect it a little bit. It's got that blue underneath it as well, so it kind of shines through a little bit. But I don't know how much it will after I put all this black on it. But it's just to get rid of just the ugly looking, just plain foam. Then I'll grab a heat gun. Give that a quick dry. Oh yeah, speaking of heat guns and everything, I've decided that I'm going to get a hairdryer for my acrylics and stuff. The incident involving the heat gun and my newly painted Krieg gas mask on stream the other day really bugged me. And it's not the first time it's happened over the years. So I very much will be getting a hairdryer. I'm going to go to like just a local shop somewhere or whatever and just grab the dirt cheapest, or even if I can find someone with like one they don't want anymore. It doesn't have to be a nice one. It just has to be a hairdryer just to dry acrylic paints, because heat guns just can't, be gentle. So that's my plan, is to get a hairdryer. Right now, I'm still using my heat gun, but luckily for me, it doesn't matter on the bottom of this because it just doesn't. Right. Okay. Something I want to check super quick. Let me do this. Ah, thought as much. Right, okay. Not a problem at all. Let's go manage rewards. Yeah, that. Nice. Bear with me 2 seconds. I'm just adding a little something for you guys. Yeah, didn't work. Okay, that's fine. We'll just leave it like that for now. I'm going to change the color, definitely. There we go. There's a new thing you guys can have now, and it's got a 20-minute cooldown on it. It costs 1,000, and it's add song to the playlist. You need to give your name, the name of the artist, and the song title as well. Galactic Elephant, how you doing, my friend? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Also, I'm a cosplayer. Asylum, still to this day, does the hand gesture, and he's streaming right now, and is still hit. Oh, I love that. I would do it. Bear with me. I'm just heat gunning this at the moment. But praise be unto him. Does hand thing. That was my favorite thing with Harry. Harry used to just say does hand thing. Nice. Oh. Praise be unto him. Praise be. Praise be. Praise be unto him. Galactica. So, you've just joined Galactic Elephant, while I've just added a new thing to my redeems now. You guys can now redeem in chat a song you'd like added to the playlist. Like I said, it costs 1,000, and there's a quarter of an hour, 20-minute cooldown on it, because I don't want to have to be just doing this the entire stream of just adding songs to the playlist. But it's there if anybody wants to add a song to the playlist. You're welcome to do so. Obviously, you tell me, and then I add it manually. That's how it works. I wish I could have it automated, but I don't have that kind of thing. So I don't know if you can hear Galactic Elephant, but we have music now, because I can't do this on YouTube, because YouTube. Give us a quick pause. Nice. It doesn't matter. It doesn't go out to the VOD or anything, so they could just be played. It doesn't matter. Just does not matter. This is definitely not a family-friendly thing. Like songs about safety, like Safety Dance, Casual Props. How you doing? Been a while. Been a while. I love Dumb Ways to Die, by the way. It's such a good song. Gonna add a touch of black to this, literally just the smallest amount. Smallest amount. Oh no, my lollipop! I knew it had fallen. I knew it. Bit more silver, believe it or not. But how have we all been? How have you been, Casual Props? I hope you. I can only count to 4. Love that song, Psycho Stick. If I'm right in saying, Psycho Stick. I can only count to 4. Such a good song. God, I haven't heard Psycho Stick in ages. But I hope we're all doing well. Hope we're all doing. I'm painting in my workshop and streaming at the same time. Otherwise, I'd be just painting in my workshop by myself. Mr. Lonely Man over here. Mr. Lonely Pants. Gotta be very careful with this bit. Nice. Yes, I'm going to Fantasy Forest. We're going there as the Ordo Mayhem, so Ironware Cosplay will be there with the Ordo Mayhem friends. We're going to be there with our Warhammer display, doing awesome stuff like Purity Seal making, and there'll be a Warhammer talk by Caraxian Cosplay and yours truly. Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be so much fun. I cannot wait. I really hope you're going to Fantasy Forest. Hope to see you there. We're Final Fantasy Shura infantry with lights and everything. Oh, so cool. That's so cool. I cannot wait for Fantasy Forest. I'd properly love it. My girlfriend's coming to Fantasy Forest this year. Can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. It'll be so much fun. I genuinely tell you, I cannot wait. Fantasy Forest is so nice. It's just sort of, it's not like a Comic-Con or a convention. It's not even like a festival, really. It's something just weird and in between, and I love it. I'm doing the difficult bits first, which is the bits that face downwards, even though no one's really going to see them, but I'm doing it anyway. And instead of the baton, we've got extendable banana katana. Oh my god, you've got the banana katana! I've seen that 3D printed. Did you 3D print that with your talented self? You and your 3D printing and your talented stuff. Such a talented boy. Oh, I tell you, I can't wait for Fantasy Forest. It's so good. It's also out just after Iron Fest. Hey, by the way, Casual Props. Hey, Casual Props, you want to do more conventions and stuff? Yeah. I heard you want to do more events and stuff. Just saying, you know, just saying. Just come cosplay. Just come and enjoy. Come say hi. I've missed you. Come say hi. Well, I mean, it's not that far. It's just down the road. Is you know, you're coming to Fantasy Forest and stuff. You should come down. We're going out for some drinky poos after, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. And it'd be nice to see you and Paige again. And Jesus, that's so far. That's my favorite line. That's the best. That's the best one people have said to me so far. Like I've had a lot of like, oh, we'll see what we're doing and stuff like that. And you're just like, Jesus, that's so far. Which is understandable. That's fair enough. Don't worry. I totally get it. I Have I made it all the way around yet? No, I haven't. Oh, it's taking so long. Just top it. Just because it's so delicate. But we'll see you at Fantasy Forest. Looking forward to it. For me to get to you is a 9-hour trip. 9 hours? Oh, wait, hold on. You use public transport, don't you? You use public transport. Because London isn't 9 hours away. Fantasy Forest is borderline. Yeah, but don't get me wrong, Fantasy Forest is like a whole thing, and it's like a big kind of thing for like a whole weekend. You get to camp and stuff there. My one's like, you know, a one-day thing, but still. I will see you at Fantasy Forest, and I genuinely can't wait to see you guys again. We don't know where we are, like, in Fantasy Forest, so hopefully we're in the same area we were last time, because we really liked that area. It was like a properly nice area. It was kind of like it was like right at the entrance, but sort of off to one side. It was really nice. There. Time to paint the edges like nothing else matters. I don't get camping tickets for the one in July. Oh yeah, we tried Dokomi. Dokomi? Don't know what that is. I'm sorry. 3 hours to Kent by train. That's crazy. Public transport, man. I don't know what I'd do if I couldn't drive. I'd be screwed. Because we have, like, 1 bus a week that goes through our village. It's not actually, like, 1 bus a week. It might as well be, though. Tell you what, this is starting to look really nice. I'm also using the new wooden thing that I've made to sort of prop it up. I'm definitely painting that last, since I'm using it to sort of prop the whole thing up while I'm painting it. Dokomi, that's insane. But no, Fantasy Forest I found to be really chill. Busy, which is really nice. Keeps us busy as cosplayers, keeps us busy as the Order Mayhem, because we get to do entertainment, and we have a little shooting range and stuff, purity seal making, as I said, and all our props and cosplays and stuff will be there, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I would drive, but I got a fucked leg. But I'm trying a new treatment that's working slowly, electrotherapy. I think I like to DreamHack the most. Do you know what? I think that's the one I saw you the pictures of you guys at, wasn't it? You were dressed up and you guys were photographed a lot. I think, if I'm right in saying you were in some articles or on their website or something. If I'm right in saying that's where I saw you at DreamHack. I think that was DreamHack. I wasn't sure if it was DreamHack or UK Games Expo. I'm not sure which one I saw you at. Obviously, I wasn't there, but I mean, I saw you at in terms of I saw you online. Weren't you and Paige dressed up and you were photographed, and I think you posted it, didn't you? Didn't you post it to your Facebook? At least I think so. I think I saw. I love this. Hey yo, more work on the Boxcaster, is it? Well, actually, believe it or not, at the very start of this stream, which I've been streaming for some time now, actually. Don't know how long I've been streaming for. For 2 hours and 40 minutes, which is normally 2 hours is like the length of like a normal stream. This stream's going to be going on for a lot longer, because it's in the workshop with I'm a Cosplay stream today. I've done some stuff on the Voxcaster, not on stream, but I've done some stuff that I'm doing for the Voxcaster, if you will. I'll show you in a moment. Let me just paint this and I'll show you. And I will show you what I've been doing. You know what, even if I accidentally get a bit on the plunger, it doesn't matter. The plunger is going to get some paint on it anyway, so get some on the plunger regardless. But I've mixed up the perfect amount of paint. For this top half, at least. Might as well paint this bit while I'm here, just... No, I don't paint the top of it, I'm okay. Dry brush this on a little bit. Ooh, it's going down. I need to make sure it doesn't go down so the paint can dry. It shouldn't get scraped off, at least the spray paint hasn't, so I'm hoping it doesn't. They had an app with quests where you did activities around the venue, like race little RC cars, shoot Nerf things, and won tickets for raffles. That's sick! Oh, fair enough. In that case, I might... what might be that you're working on currently? Right now, I'm working on this. This is like a detonator, like for an explosive for my Krieg engineer. What I was doing at the start of the stream was working on this for the Voxcaster. This is the little transmission panel thing I've been working on. That's what I've been doing with little washers on them to make it so just give it a bit of detail. Medium frequency, high frequency, RX antenna, and transmit. Also, Assassin for today, I have just released episode 11 while live on stream. I've released episode 11 of the Voxcaster build. If you want to go have a look at that, that is now available to watch. Right, so grab the rest of this paint. Give this a quick once over, just quick, just here, there, and everywhere. I've left this bit because I want to do that differently. I want to do that with some red. Even though red's notoriously difficult to paint on top of black, especially with the acrylics I've got, which aren't very pigmented. The Winsor & Newton ones are, so I'll try those, see if I can get a better mix through that, but we'll see. Nice. Okay, so my next job now is to do the same, but down here. So I need to mix the same ratio of paint. So I'll do silver first with a little bit of black, and then add silver as I go. So we'll see how it goes now. That looks rad. I'll have to look at it later on it in that case. Yeah, please do. I've worked out, by the way, that when I edit videos and stuff, I think, I don't know, I need to, like I said, I've been filming videos this week as well. I think I've got around maybe 20 episodes. I don't know yet. We'll see. I'm hoping it's maybe 20. But yeah, like I said, the Voxcaster isn't even like fully done. Like there's so much left to do on it. And I need to get it done for Fantasy Forest. It's insane. Actually, casual prop, speaking of, if you're coming to Fantasy Forest, I'd love to show you my Voxcaster just to be like, you know, because I like showing you things, because the way I sort of, the way you and I, when we talk about props and stuff, I do enjoy the way you see props the way I do as well, and it's just kind of nice. A lot of people, they'll look at a prop and they'll just go, oh, that's a cool prop. Whereas I like to sort of look into it, look at the little details and stuff like that, and it's just really nice. And I feel like you and I are much in the same when it comes to that kind of thing. Whoa, shiny colors, shapes and colors. But no, I love it, and I would love to sort of gush a little bit and be like, hey, check this out, I did a thing. Is that the same color? That's a little bit on the darker side. Yes, it is. A little bit more silver. So yeah, it's just, you know, I'd like to kind of show you what I've done and just be like, check it out, you know, look what I've done. Be proud of me. Ugh. Paint everywhere. Yes, please do. Oh my god, I love your. Okay, hold on. I can't remember the name of the character. I can't. The thing is, if I say the name, I'm going to be completely wrong. You were the character from Overwatch, the robot from Overwatch, the AI from Overwatch. You were from Overwatch. and you had this amazing helmet. It was your profile picture for the longest time. And yeah, I absolutely love that helmet. I keep forgetting the name of the character. You're the Shinra infantry from Final Fantasy VII. See, I haven't played Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VIII was my favorite. Genuinely, Final Fantasy VIII was my absolute favorite. And I properly loved Final Fantasy VIII. But so many people prefer 7. Which is fair. There's 40 LEDs in the helmet with a bunch of aluminium foil to concentrate it. Oh my god. How hot's that going to get a fantasy forest? Still need to figure out who from Overwatch inspires me enough to cosplay. I wouldn't really know. I don't know it well enough. I can't even remember which one Casual Props used to cosplay as, and I can't remember for the life of me. Yeah, Overwatch still exists, yeah. Loads of cosplayers at MCM. We did the birthday for them because I wanted to film it for my friend Atom Cosplay, who cosplays as Torbjorn. And yeah, Overwatch still going. Overwatch is amazing. Casual Props, who did you cosplay? I can't remember. You had this awesome helmet, and it was your profile picture for ages. Then Yatta, thank you. Oh my god, I could not remember. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't say what I was going to say, because I would have gotten it so wrong, and you guys would have laughed at me. Nice. Sorry, I went quiet there for a second. I was concentrating because I was doing the very edge of this. I didn't want to mess it up. Did not want to mess it up if I could. Paige remade the harness out of real leather. We have leather pouches. Oh my god, leather pouches are so cool. See, I love making cosplays like as practical as possible. Wait until Casual Props. Wait until you see what I'm working on right now, unless you have already seen, which would be nice if you already have. If you haven't, fair enough. I've been working on a Death Core of Krieg Voxcaster. So a Voxcaster is like a field radio, essentially, for the Death Core of Krieg. And I've been working on building a nice big one. I decided to go completely away from the actual, like, Krieg Voxcasters. It looks a bit like one. I've just made it wider, taller, and just with more stuff on it. Because I'm thinking if I'm doing a cosplay prop like this, I'm going to do it properly. You know what I mean? So that's what I've done. Damn, son, that looks good. Damn, son. Damn, son. Right, well, I'm going to give the top another coat. Because this is what people are going to see. So I'm going to give it another coat with this new stuff. Which I've matched pretty well, which I'm very happy about. Leather holster for the banana. So what you're telling me is you're cosplaying as minions because you like bananas. I thought it was funny. Are you guys gonna stand next to him and go, "But boy, ah, but boy"? Can you please do that for just holding the banana? And go, banana, but boy. Minion noises. Yeah, you got it. But boy. Ah, but boy. Banana! Banana! Oh, why do I need to see that now? I need to see you doing that now. God damn, I need to see that now. That's brilliant. Oh, I love it. That only love can sell. Yeah, you don't care. Don't know what to do. Feel the power of love. I love being able to listen to tunes now while streaming. Because before, it was like the same Wii music and stuff. Obviously, we know we had Rogue Hobbies as well. And I didn't enjoy listening to Rogue Hobbies music. I very much did. But yeah, it just got to the point where I was just kind of like, I need to listen to my own stuff because I am slowly going insane listening to the Wii music. Don't get me wrong, this playlist has been the same for a little bit now because I've been slowly adding to it myself, but I'm waiting for more people to add stuff to it, either on stream or in the Discord, and I've been slowly adding stuff to it. Nice. Now then. Put that in there to clean. What? Put that in the bin. Where's my sponge? There's my sponge. I don't know just how deep the rabbit hole is with that. I tell you what. I could probably, if I got into leather, I could probably do a whole other thing about leather because I tell you what, working with hand tools and working with my hands in general, I would love to have a go at doing leather. And I've seen so many people do so much cool things with leather. And some of the tools they use are just so cool looking. It looks really, really cool. Cool. Right. Heat gun time. Yes, indeed. But I actually also, I'm not gonna lie, I think not long before you arrived, I was actually talking about I'm gonna get a hairdryer because I had one issue. first time in a long time, I had a problem where I was talking to chat, and I held the heat gun still for too long, and I put a hole, like a bubble even, in the roof sealer of my new Krieg gas mask, which really annoyed me. But I managed to fix it. It's easily fixable, but I said I was too late in the stream, and I was like, fuck it, there you go. Well, whatever. So I sanded it down, resprayed it, fixed it. And then resealed it and fixed it. And I was like, right, I'll paint it off stream, and then I painted it off stream. So cool. So this is what it looks like so far. We got this like bluey gray here, this bluey metal kind of gun color there, and then this sort of silver on top, and then the bottom I've just done whatever on the bottom. It doesn't matter. The bottom just doesn't matter. I'm gonna do this in red. But before I do that, I might just mix up just a quick little... Not even mix up. I think I might just do straight silver, actually. To do this top part of the handle. I might add some black to it, depending on how insane it looks, if you know what I mean. Oh, do you know, that's not too bad. Because the handle is already black, it doesn't actually look that bad. Just because it's black, so... And this paint, it has got some decent pigmentation to it, but when you do it in thin layers like I like to do, it does take a little bit of time to work up to a decent, like, solid silver color. I don't know why I can't deny it. Two mouths just to make my leather trousers. Oh, 2 months just to make your leather trousers. 2 months. It's, Mr. Tyne, it's months. You keep putting mouths, which means, your mouth, which means more than one mouth. So you need to, check your autocorrect there, my buddy old pal. Because I think your autocorrect is correcting month to mouths for some reason. Couldn't tell you why. Autocorrect is a real bugger sometimes. Especially when you've got a phone that you've set to obviously like English, and then you're messaging someone, but I have to message someone in Welsh sometimes. And then that becomes a problem because you type things in Welsh and the translator is like, wait, you mean this English word, right? Because obviously it doesn't know you're trying to speak in Welsh, so it panics, essentially. Oh god, absolutely not. It would take way too long. I'd have to do it like on Discord or something. Because the pronunciation is... You gotta teach people how to pronounce stuff, and it's... Oh my god, that would take so long. Oh my god, the thought about teaching Welsh. I've already tried teaching people Welsh, and it's... Oh. I used to teach little computer classes for like elderly people. I used to teach little computer classes now and again, and it was a lot of fun, but they wanted me to do it in bilingual, and I was like, that's fine. I will do it in Welsh, and then I'll do it in English, and then I'll go back and forth, and then people will be able to, so I'll do it in Welsh first, and then show them, and then I'll do it in English and show them. So that's how they wanted. So I had to essentially teach it twice, essentially. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I can do that. So I was teaching people. And using Welsh, obviously, and having, like, Microsoft be an American company, Windows is Windows, like, in terms of the software. The operating system. Windows is Windows. But Windows, the word, is Fenestri, which is Windows. Or Finest, which is one, or window. So having to try and just... I wouldn't translate them. Microsoft is Microsoft. So I'd be like, right, in off, Microsoft. Just talk about Microsoft. And then, like, cyfrifiadur, computer. That you could do. But when it came to some things like go to the start menu, I wouldn't go to dechrau or go to cynnwys. I'd go to start. But I would do it in English. Do it in Welsh, and then I would do it in English. Just sort of... And by the way, it's really difficult for me to do what I just did. That's why I struggled a little bit to go from English to Welsh, back and forward really quickly. I have to think about it. It takes great time because I'm currently in English mode where I'm speaking English to you all. And if I had to just change to Welsh immediately, it is a bit difficult. It takes me like a second. And I could be like, right, hold on. Right, hold on, give me a sec. Then I'll translate. I'm doing this in a very like sort of solid silver. I think it looks really good. I will give it a wash. Oh. Gaelic language is harder to teach me, but yeah, Gaelic is well, Scottish or Irish Gaelic because they're two different languages. You did it beautifully. Thank you so much. Go to start. Just do English, but with a Welsh accent. No. I was just telling you guys. I would say go to start, or I'd say, cewch chi cynnwys neu dechrau, and then. But instead, start is start. Although I did show a guy there who there was a chap there who everything was he wanted everything in Welsh, and I was like, that's fine. You can change Windows to Welsh. You can change it to Welsh, and it actually has Welsh. Not everything is translated. There's a few things that even in Welsh it's kind of hard to translate, so they'll just leave it in English. But yeah, it's pretty cool. That looks quite nice. I kind of like that. It's always difficult painting something round because you paint one side and you go, have I painted the other side? And you just keep following yourself around. I kind of like this. I really like this. This looks really nice. A lot of Latin. Sprechen Sie Latin? I'm just telling you. What's really funny is, that kind of translated over to me as you trying to do a Welsh accent. That's really funny. And I know you can as well. You've many a times you've done it and taken the piss, and I love it. It's a good laugh. Reckon the Latin. That's an old Eddie Izzard joke as well, when he's just like, Sprechen Sie Latin. God, I love Eddie Izzard. Huh. Oh. Let's do that. Right, so I'm going to say that's enough silver on that for now. I'm going to let it dry. Cool. Let's do some red. I leave that there. I can paint red around that now. Might as well get rid of the rest of the silver. Might as well. And there's me joking that I can barely speak English half the time. Yeah, I've had a few. My one of my favorite lines I've ever had from somebody was we were all talking around. We were at a pub. We were all having a few drinks or whatever. My dad calls, so I answer the phone and I speak Welsh in front of everyone on the phone. And I get off the phone and they go, "God, the way you just changed from Welsh from English to Welsh, and it's such a nice language and all this kind of stuff." And we were chatting away. And I was like, yeah, I know, but my English is terrible. I'm so sorry. And one of my English friends looks at me dead in the eye and just goes, "No, seriously. Your English is better than a lot of my friends who are like born and bred English." And I was like, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. The dodgy looking guy that I think was after my empty Coke can just kept talking. What? That's brilliant. I loved Berlin. Going to Berlin when we were in Germany, going to Berlin to see Rammstein and go on like a little holiday. Me and my girlfriend Steph, we could have private conversations together just by speaking Welsh to each other. It was amazing. It was so good. I mean, I've actually lost count how many different languages there are in the team I work in. Fair. I like to call them monolinguistics smugly. Yes, monolinguistics. Okay, I'm gonna do a cadmium red. Damn it. I am missing my other red because I think I've used all of it. So I'm going to have to mix in some of this darker red with it just to give it a bit of a kick in the backside. And now, whether... I'm going to need my other paintbrushes. Right, bear with me. Where are you? God damn it, Cash Pro. You take the piss so much. That one. Yeah. So, mixing this up, hopefully it'll make it a bit thicker. Fingers crossed. Looks like it has. Right, now then, let's get all this excess paint off. I speak to any old florist shops, and Latin is a big part of the job, as all the plants are in Latin. I like that. What's Latin for rose? Unless rose is the Latin for it, but what's Latin for a rose? I'd love to know. No, you said the line. I said the line? Did I say the line? Oh, it is just rose. Fair enough. Right, let me try. Actually, do you know what? I think it's best, actually, if I took the masking tape off this. I feel like it's going to get in the way. Ooh. Now I can paint around it. Now red takes so many layers, but when I mix these two particular reds, normally it's I mix the two Windsor and Newton reds together, but I mix this one, which is slightly waterier. I don't know how to say it. Slightly more watery. That's the one. Slightly more watery red. So it's not as pigmented as the Windsor & Newton stuff. But I am trying my best to make it so that it goes on. Hopefully 3 layers will be enough, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be more. Come on, you little bugger. What is going on here? There we go. Pain in the ass. Oak, god damn it, phone. Orc. Do you know what? I thought you were saying orc. I actually thought you were saying, like, orc is this and that, because you like Warhammer. So I didn't really question it. You could have said that and I would have believed you. Give it a shot. Oh, halfway there. I don't know about halfway, but we're 2 hours and 45 minutes in. And stream started pretty quickly too. I started it and then was pretty much in within like 20 minutes. Now this, for example, this prop here, this would be very difficult to get through security. Because, you know, it just looks like a thing that could possibly detonate something. So it's not the best, but it'd be funny to be like, oh, I'm just going to take this to the US as a prop for my cosplay. And then watch people be like, I wouldn't. America will shoot you. Not Americans, just America. I'll get shot by America. The whole country will come alive and be like, nah, I gotta go around the edges and stuff now. If you want red and opaque white under and then red over, it usually looks very, very red. Ooh, I might have to try that then, because I've got obviously black as an undercoat. So I might have to paint a white like you said and then do red. I'll remember that for next time. If I hadn't already started, I would have done that actually. Damn. But don't worry, a few coats of this, it'll come good. Oh yeah, that's something I'm worried about since I decided to make my Imperial Guard stuff a demolitions thing. Oh, right! Is that a functional plunger? Yes. It's made out of 2 wooden dowels, and I made one of them slightly hollow, and then put this in, and then I put a screw in the top of it, and then I just cut that off. So it's pretty solid. But yeah, it's designed to be fun to use. So I could just go. It's also, you can also turn it if you want to turn it. I try and keep it like that if I can, because there's a certain mark on it that I want to try and hide if I can. But come on, Casual Props, do you know me not to make something functional? I try my best. I try and make things functional. There is a difference between me trying and me just going, no, fuck that. Wait until you see what I've done to the Voxcaster. Cannot wait. So excited. Thank you so much for the Hell Hydra. It's my wife. I'm sorry. Oh, God, why? That's if anyone can actually hear the music. I hope it's loud enough. I haven't changed the volume since me and Krieger were like, okay, that's loud enough. I have messed up a little bit. Put a little bit of red on the black. I didn't want to, but it's fine. I can clean it up. Yes, I heard it. Nice. Because I heard it's my life, and I was like, it's my wife, and I just had to. I couldn't not. My Borat came out. My inner Borat. Sorry, the silence because I'm concentrating. Did you consider putting a speaker inside? See, I would have, but I built this so long ago that it was just, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not the best thing. I do want to make another one, but it's just, you know, I did this one completely freehand with no patterns. I just eyeballed the whole thing, hence why it's not really square. It's a bit bulgy. It leans forward a bit. It's not the best, but I wanted to paint it. I've been wanting to paint it for the longest time, so I thought, why not? And then in the future, I might make a better one. And then I can add all the mod cons into it. But I do, in fact, though, something I want to do is see this switch. Under this bit of tape over here is an LED. So when you flick that on, this LED comes on. And then when you close that, this LED goes off. And you go like that, and that goes off. I did want to do it, so when I put the plugs in here, and I can actually connect them up, I want to go down with my the round explosive. On that, have another 2 plugs, and then plug those in. And have an LED on that with, like, armed. And then when I turn this on, this LED comes on, and the LED on that has armed. And then when I push this down, I want to switch at the bottom that turns on another LED or puts on another LED on the other one that just says, like, detonated or something. I think that'd be kind of cool. But that's just, you know, that's things I've been thinking about because I'm crazy. And I like making things complicated for no reason. Again, wait until you see the finished Voxcaster. That's all I'm going to say. Wait until you see the finished Voxcaster. The ideas I've had for that Voxcaster and the things that I'm currently like working on, you're going to look at me and go, oh my god, why? That's why I'm really excited to show people at Fantasy Forest. But I have said, I think I said it in a video that I've just posted, or I've said it in a video that I've done recently, I'm not sure. It's hard to remember what I've said in videos. I'm going to bring it to Fantasy Forest, whether it's completely like finished and painted and ready to use or not. So I'm going to have it there anyway. But it might be a work in progress. And if it is a work in progress, I'm going to print out a little thing being like, this project was started on this date and is currently a work in progress. So when people are like, you know, why is it just foam and you can see a lot of the, you know, the errors and stuff, nothing's been repaired and whatever, I'll just be like, well, it's currently a work in progress. It's not painted or anything, so I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping I can get it done. But I've got a lot of work left to do on it. But the problem I've got there is I've also got Iron Fest in July 11th. And then I've got, immediately after that, the weekend after is Fantasy Forest. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit shit. It's going to be a bit shit, because I'm going to be very tight. But I'll manage it. I've got to do a bunch of stuff. I've got to hire a van and stuff, and because I still haven't got a van, which fucking sucks. I was hoping to have a van near the beginning of this year, but it is what it is. But I'll figure it out. I always figure it out. You know me. I always figure it out. I always have a plan. Something will come my way. I'm quite lucky sometimes. Not all the time. Sometimes. Ah, pink! That's such a cool idea. Oops, sorry. Cable was under that. That'd be so cool. Just muffled 1812 overture playing in the distance. It'd be so cool. Yeah, that'd be a little popping firework. It would be cool. You know, I might as well just make it into a real detonator at that point, you know? Might as well just, you know, put a little firework at the end of it. And just actually just at MCM London. I'll get the bomb squad called on me. I'll get the police called on me. Probably get stabbed. Hopefully 3 layers will do. If not, I'm going to have to do like 4 or 5 layers, but fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I can just see myself at the corner of my eye doing stuff because there's a slight delay on the stream. I'm working on a prop game for 40k and other games and shows. And mobility aid integration for the win. Clearly needs something that pops up bang flag. Yeah, the bang flag. I need the bang flag. That bang flag. I can't say it quick enough. That bang flag is such a funny idea. I kind of would like to do a little bang flag. It'd be really funny. Or just a middle finger flag. Just a little flag with a middle finger. Hopefully that switch stays up like that, hopefully. Because if it does, then I can get right in without the switch being in the way. I need the bang, Mr. Because we're 226. Absolutely. Who doesn't need the bang? Everybody needs the bang. Again, sorry, I'm doing the edges and I get very quiet. It's because I'm concentrating. Concentration. I've messed up a few times going around the edge of it, so now I'm just committed. So I'm just going to mess up a bunch of times going around it, and then I'll just fix that with some black. Things not to say at the airport. I like that. Things not to say at the airport. You sound like a mock the week thing. Things not to say at the airport. This is layer number 3. Going well so far. It might just be 3 layers. See what happens when this one dries. You know Big Bang? And they're like, what? And they're like, you know, the TV show. And they go, please don't say that at the airport. Come on. There you go. You go up to your friend and you just shout in the middle of the airport terminal, God, explosive diarrhea. Nice. Remember, whenever you are in an airport, your friend's name is Thomas. Confusion. I have set up a bomb detector for an airport because of my bag. I used one as a dud. I did rifle shooting. Oh my god. Wow, Jesus, it's news to me. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was like. Yeah, I guess you are right. Yeah, Tom, Bomb. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I get that. Fair. God damn. My name is Thomas Bombadil, so you can call me just call me Tom the Bomb. Ah, fucking funny. Nice. Sadly, I don't need any more red paint, which is such a shame. That can come off. that little thing can come off. I might add just a little bit of red just around this. Just some stipples of red around the red LED. Nice. Cool. Right. So. Such a shame, but it is what it is. I'll leave that there because that needs to dry, so I'll dry that. Real tight designs. You not got a garden to be sunbathing in? What time do you call this? I don't sunbathe. Not my deal. I don't sunbathe. It's not my thing. It's not my thing, brother. It's not my thing. It's not my deal. But no, I'm in the workshop. It's lovely in the workshop right now. Can hear the roof expanding because of the heat, though. Nice. Cool. It's very plungy. I should call him that. I should call him Plungy, the detonator. Good old Plungy. Who doesn't love Plungy? Good old Plungy, the detonator. So now, double check in here because sometimes it's in here. No, it isn't. Okay, I need to remember where it is. Let me have a quick look for it. Bear with me. I think I know where it is. Whoopsie daisy. Here it is. Rub and buff. Rub and buff. So, where's my mop brush? There's my mop brush. Me. Sugar. Now needs Googling. That would be so funny. That'd be so funny. Just googly eyes on it. There he is. I'm just going to do right around the edge of this. No lights, no music, just banger. Nice. There it is. This is going to be the hard one. Thanks to the LED 101. Did I do LED 101? Oh, in the... Was that in the video? Or this one? Because I remember the beginning of this, I talked about LEDs, but... At the beginning. No problem at all. Happy to help. I remember talking about the beginning of this. I'm not sure whether I've done one for the Voxcaster. That's something I'm not sure whether I've done. Like, this is how to wire up these particular LEDs kind of thing. Nice. Looks really good. Get the end of that a little bit. Just to dirty it up a little bit. Nice. Very cool. See you next time. Are you off for you? Have a good one, dude. Seriously, thank you so much for being here. We have been streaming for 3 hours and 10 minutes. It's been a long old day. But I've gotten a lot of what I need done, which is exactly what the whole point of this was. To get stuff done. Now then. Actually, I'll just go straight for the rub and buff. Straight for the rub and buff. Nice. So, I'm just going to catch the edges. Catch the edges. We'll catch you next Friday. I think I'm here next Friday. Yeah. I don't think I've got an event or anything on. I think I'm here next Friday. Like I said, I couldn't do this yesterday because computer problems. But yeah, it's Hopefully all sorted now. Man, do I love Rub and Buff. Nice. I kind of like it when people decide to watch the stream and work on stuff at the same time. Kind of like we're all working together. It's nice. We're all working in sort of the same workshop, doing the same kind of cosplay-related stuff. It's kind of nice. Nice feeling of community. Roll on Fantasy Forest. Hey, not yet, not yet. I've got Iron Fest first. I've got the Voxcaster to complete. I've got the Voxcaster to finish, and yeah, I got a lot of stuff on. Now, flip it over. You got, oh god, have you? Oh, bollocks. God, I can't imagine what that's like. I don't have hay fever, but obviously I know what a bad cold is like, so to even fucking think about having this horrible fucking hay fever and have a cold on top of it is probably bad enough. And in this heat as well. Nice. Very nice. Smells very nice. I like the smell of Rub and Buff. I used to, believe it or not, I used to. I absolutely did. I used to use a little palette knife once, but I found it wasn't like random enough. Whereas when I use my finger, it's just really nice and random. Like look how nice that looks. Like this random stain here and there, and just whatever. And then because it's wax, which I love about it. When I do my my wash. It's because it's wax. It just the watery-based sort of acrylic paint just runs off it, which is super nice. Exactly what I'm after. Now, I'll do a wash. Grab this. You get sort of grimy kind of look, but the sort of gunmetal-y kind of color still shines through really nicely, which is what I like about it. I really like how that looks. It's all grimy and stuff now compared to what it used to be. And then we add a little bit. There you go. We add a little bit. Only a little bit, but I'm going to try and make this one a bit more pigmented. But I'm only adding this sort of around the bottom. Dab some of it away. Then the wind turns off. And you get that sort of more grimier kind of, sort of it's dirtier down the bottom than it is anywhere else kind of thing. I kind of like that look. You don't have to dab too much of it away either. You can do that and sort of just leave most of it on, but I prefer to have a certain level of grime. Don't worry too much about the back. It's the front I care about the most because that's where people tend to see. So more the water dries up, the sort of grimier you'll get it, because the more pigment will come through. But yeah, I like it a lot. I like making props look grimy and used, you know? Ooh. Nice. Nice. Apologies for being so quiet, guys. I'm just sort of in the zone at the moment, just adding textures and pigments and all that jazz. You like jazz? And quoting the B movie. So, that's the kind of look you get then. So it's sort of, instead of just being a solid color, it's more cooler looking. I'm gonna try and add some more at the top here. I feel it looks a bit bare. Using the camera is a good kind of gist because I can see the kind of some of the shiny spots. If I need to darken them down, I can. Like, if I want to darken that down a bit, I can just tap some more paint onto it, and then I can just dab a little bit off so it's a bit darker. Depends what you want to do with it, really. From above. White Friday, stairway to heaven. And because that red I did was so, like, quite a vibrant red, when I darken it down and dull it down like this with some of the paints and stuff, it still looks good. So, well, at least I think it looks good. I hope you guys do too. Choo-choo. Nice. Now, from a distance. From a distance. Love it. Grimy, grimy looking old piece of equipment. I love it. Now then, I have a little paintbrush here. And over this way. Grab a little bit of just straight black pigment. do the switch first. I want the switch to look a little bit sort of grimier and older than it is. Because, you know. We'll make our way to heaven, to the love. Then now I'm going into just straight up black pigment, black acrylic. Bowtie guy! I see this sexy man doing sexy things. How you doing, my brother? You doing? Hope you're doing well. I am working on the detonator for my Krieg Engineer for when I eventually build an explosive, not an actual explosive, obviously. Cosplay-related props, in case Twitch panics. Yeah, I'm hopefully going to do that for a cosplay. I've already got an Engineer Krieg, obviously, as you know, but I haven't got this kind of kit. But I have now. I made this so long ago, I just never painted it. And I really needed to paint it. So it's just getting that level of grime I want just right, you know? So I'm doing a bit of black at the bottom, a bit on the sides, and sort of working my way up a little bit. I don't want it too pigmented and too dark, so I am rubbing it off in some places just to make it look a bit better. I'm literally 5 minutes awake, just getting my bearings back. Oh man, fair. Oops, wait. It's always the wrong way around. I always mess that up. I think I did it earlier as well. I think I used the sponge when I shouldn't have. So what I tend to do is I tend to try and brush on, so like I dry brush, use this brush to dry brush onto the sponge instead of dipping the sponge into it, because then you get horrible, like, really big splotches, and I don't want the really big ones. I just want as much control as I can get. Darken that bit down a little bit. It's too bright. Definitely darken that bit down because it's messed up. That was my problem. And then I can just carry that on around here. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. Damn. 3.5 hours. Goes really quick when you're having fun. Well, at least I'm having fun. Hope everyone else is having fun. I wanted to do this kind of stream today because my PC wasn't great yesterday, and I decided that I just couldn't stream. It was too late for me to stream by the time I managed to get it like working-ish. And then when I woke up today and got it all sorted and came back and set it all up again, it was having some problems then as well. So audio was also a big problem when I finally managed to log in. So I think it's time I back this thing up before it completely dies. So I'll have to do that ASAP before next stream. Oops, almost did it again. Textures from the Thompson Steady Roof Seal that I did on stream are really helping with this technique. I think that looks so good. So good. I do say so myself. Only subtle little bits, you see. I'm also going to try and just dull that down a little bit if I can. Just press a little bit harder than I normally would. There we go. Just dulled that down a little bit, you see, because it was too shiny for my tastes. what you do is if you tap gently, you get a little bit of pigment. If you tap really hard, you get more pigment. See? It's really nice. I love working with upholstery, by the way, upholstery sponge. I find it way nicer to use than like a dish sponge, which is what I used to use back in the day. By the way, I know I just dipped back into the paint, but I want this. I want this to look like it's like well oiled, because it is the actual handle that you push down, charging handle or whatever you want to call it. So I want that to have some strong pigments on it. A bit more to that. Yes. Need some of that for repadding some of my helmets. Tell you what, I used to have a really big thing of it. I've got a bunch of it up there. I just cut it up with a pair of scissors, or as I found out recently, I can cut it up with my bandsaw. It's just, it's so good for texturing and sponging and adding like weathering and stuff. It's really good to use the camera as well to see what I'm doing, which is really nice. Because of the bright light camera, it just... But yeah, doesn't it look great? I love the weathering on it. It looks properly old and worn and weathered now. The back is just... The back is the back. I'll do a little bit on the back, but it doesn't need too much attention. I'll do a lot of work on the back, but it's just not... It's not something that needs a great deal of attention. Not many people are going to see the back of it. I'll still give it like a quick once over, but like I said, the front is where people are going to be looking. It all depends on the kind of prop I make. Sometimes I'll make sure I paint like every single bit of it all the way around 360 so that people can see what I'm doing and stuff. And then other times I'm like, the back of this prop doesn't matter. I tell you what, I'm going to call this done. I'm actually calling this done. Nice. Clean. Come on, paintbrushes, behave. Right. Right. Okay. Let me do a little bit of tidying. Stand in the line of fire. I really like this song, by the way, because it's about tanks. Right, so what do you guys think? Does it look old and worn? And I really like the switch. I really like the like how grimy it looks. I like the handle. The handle looks really good. What do you guys think? I genuinely, I like the paint job. The prop itself isn't great. The prop itself is not fantastic, but could be worse. But I will build a different one at some point, because this one's okay, but it's not quite what I want now. It was back when I built it, but yeah, I'll even put this back on just for. It kind of takes away from it a little bit, but yeah, this is what the foam looked like before I painted it. I do tell you what, I'm a little bit obsessed with this bluey this bluey gunmetal-y, I don't know what you want to call it. Just, it looks like it's got blue in it. Well, it has got blue in it. But that silver blue, I don't know what it is about that silver blue. That really makes me happy. There's something about that silver blue I really, really like, especially in this light. It looks really nice. Looking forward to taking some pictures of this. I'll post these online. But one thing I will do, just because... Standing on fire. Go. There, maybe I'll do it like that. There you go, I'll do it like that. Flick this up. Turn that on. Ah, I think that looks great. Oh, I might need to weather inside there. There you go. and then just off. But I can turn it on like that, and then obviously this is down and charge it. Obviously, so I'll grab that and just go like that. I could always even just turn it and push it to make it seem like it's even more real, that kind of thing. But yeah, what do you think? I love it. I think it's really nice. Love it. Right. So, do you know, before, I tried to remember when I was on YouTube, I forgot how I took my screenshots, and then I remembered that when you upload them to YouTube, you can just pan through it, and I always used to do them at the end. But it's different now, because I download from Twitch and then upload to YouTube, so I never have like the thumbnails I used to have. So I don't know whether I'll start doing that, whether I'll start trying to find a way of doing thumbnails. Maybe there's like a timer. I can get like a button I can click and it'll take a screenshot after like X amount of seconds or whatever. I'll see if I can do that at some point, but I'm going to check my previous live streams when I was on YouTube. Because from what I can remember, I used to do thumbnails. Yeah, I did. I used to do a lot of thumbnails. Yeah, definitely got to do that. Definitely got to do that. But yeah, I will. I'll just super quick. I'll just get a good angle on the blue. There you go. Actually, no, this side's better. Yeah, there you go. There we go. I can use that. I'm gonna take some pictures of this after stream. Very exciting. But yes, that is pretty much what I had planned for today, was to do this front panel. And get it marked out on the Voxcaster. I'll have to drill it later. That's the plan anyway. These are all going to have to be separate because they're all going to go to different switches and stuff. But from what I've kind of figured out, they're all going from the same power source. So fingers crossed, I can get all of these wired up properly to where I've got the main switch, and then from that switch, then when I turn it on, it'll take power to this one, which is MF. And then the rest of them then will have, hopefully, the same battery, but I'm just going to run different splitters to each of them so that when I turn each one on, it all runs off one 9-volt battery. Because at the moment, I think, if I'm right in saying, I've only got three 9 volts total. Then one big 12 volt. And I think that's it. I think. I'm not 100%. The next big thing I've got to do here in the workshop that isn't like propulated and stuff, it's actually my laser. My laser recently has been doing some bad stuff with the lines because there's some crap in the rails, I think. Because it's in the workshop a lot. And it's the first proper time I've cleaned out in a while. So like a long time. So I'm gonna have to basically take it apart, clean it all down, clean the rails down, clean the tracks down. I might even have to give them a wash or even buy new ones, or retighten them, because I need to retighten the frame. And my plan with the frame is to try and I want to get a ratchet strap essentially. I'll run a ratchet strap around it. I need to make a custom one, like a thin one. So it might not even be like a ratchet, the actual strap. The ratchet system will be from a ratchet strap, but the actual thing that goes around it might have to be like a thinner webbing. And it needs to be strong webbing too, because I need it to hold the frame together. Because right now the frame is playing a lot. Even if I tighten it up, it plays a lot. So I need to find a way of mounting that and getting it like tightened up and everything. Well, I'll see what I can do. But yeah, basically some of the lines, like some of them are nice, some of them are okay, but some of the lettering and stuff, when you look really closely, it's missing, and it's not missing so much as it is overextending. So let's say this is where it needs to end. It'll come to here and end. It'll come to here and end, like on each line, but when it gets to one of them, it'll go a little bit further. And I think that's because the band is stretching a bit, I think. I'm not 100%. But yeah. Ranger Krieg! Howdy, Cannon Fodder, featuring Big Robot Man. I'm featuring Big Robot Man. How you doing, my guy? How you doing? I've been streaming for 4 hours and 41 minutes. 42 almost. I got something cool to show you, Mr. Ranger Krieger Boy. I'll actually just go to solo cam, just so we're here. First thing, actually, Mr. Ranger Krieger Boy, is this. I've been working on stuff for the Voxcaster. This is one of the things I've been doing. If you guys take a really close look, well, not super close, but if you take a close look, see this line here. Do you see there's a bump here? Do you see there's a few bumps here as well? It's straight at the top, but you see there's a few bumps? What these bumps are is the track or the rails or something not behaving properly. And it's a fucking headache. So I'm going to have to try and... no, I didn't, no. But it's just when it's doing stuff. So I'm going to have to tighten the rails, take it all apart, tighten the rails, clean everything up. See if I can get my ratchet strap system, see if that works. I hope it will. I'm going to try and make sure it's all tight and everything, and then I can tighten it up. And hopefully it'll be tight enough that it'll hold the frame together nice and tight. But I'm working on this right now. This is all ready to wire up and everything. I'm so excited to get this done. Like I said, I've released episode 11. Hopefully I'll release episode 12 tomorrow, maybe. That'll be one video a day. Holy crap! Because I released the other one yesterday and one today. But Mr. Ranger Cricket Boy, you want to see what I've been doing on stream today? I've been working on this. I changed the handle. The handle is now made of wood. And it's much, much more solid. My favorite thing about this whole thing is this blue, this like silver blue I made. I really like it. And obviously, turns on, has an LED. I'll probably put that like that. I'll probably put that like that. That looks a lot better, doesn't it? With the handle like that. Yeah, I'm going to put the handle like that. There you go. Yeah, I know, right? Don't even. Ranger Krieg has seen this back when I built it, and it's finally painted. I'm gonna change this out, but yeah, it's all done. I'm very, very excited for it. I'm very happy with it. So happy with it. It looks really good. So other than that, it's pretty much it. Dovrig, do you know why the snowman was digging through the carrot bin at the market? He was picking his nose. I think that's a good place. I think that's a good enough place to end this. But can I just say thank you so much for everyone who's been here for pretty much the whole thing. Pink, you've been here like the whole time. Ranger of Krieg has joined us. Mr. Titan, you've been here. We have Casual Props, you've been here a while. But seriously, you guys have all been absolutely amazing. Bow Tie Guy, thank you so much for the messages and everything. Assassin for today. I'd really appreciate it. I know it's a Saturday. I know you guys probably have better stuff to do. But yes, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to have you guys. Hello, so wonderful to see you. Isn't it so nice? We're all back, and it's just all really nice. But Harry and I just got here, so you got to say like 2 more hours now. Them's the rules. It kind of is, isn't it? But no, I've got to go food shopping. But I did start. I wanted to start at like 10, and it ended up being, I don't know when I started. 3 hours. 4, 3, 2, 1. It was about like maybe 12, 1-ish I started. And it was just really annoying because my PC was playing up and it wasn't fun. shopping at this time. Yeah, yeah, Tesco's open. I'm gonna go to Tesco and do some shopping, or Morrison's, or Lidl, or Aldi, or somewhere. But I'm definitely gonna wire. Do you know what? Actually, let me grab the battery. Let me grab the battery from my detonator. I will make another one of these, and I'll make it out of 5 mil instead of 10. The 10 sticks out too much, and it looks silly. The big Tesco. The big Tesco. Right, red. Red, 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 red. Put on a red. Put on your red dress. Right, okay. Grab all those. Then grab the black. Black, black, black. Black. And put it there. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. This is going to look really nice. It'd be easier if I did it like that. If I just shoved all of those there. And if I can get all of these in at the same time. Ooh, sorry. There you go. How cool does that look? What do you guys think? I think that was really awesome. I know they're bright, but, you know, it's just the camera. There you go. I think it was really cool. So that's going to go on the front. That'll go on the front of the box with the big 4 switches. Run a 1-minute ad. Oh, man. So many people who aren't subscribed. I will give you your points back. I will give you your points back because I feel bad if I didn't. Where can I manage goals? No. Where the fuck? How do I haven't done this anyway. Manage reward requests. There you go. Miss Titan. Tonk. Where are we? Where's the latest one? That one. There you go. You can have those points back. You can have those points back, Mr. Titan. You can have those back. I appreciate it though. But yes. I want to say massive thanks to everyone who's been here. We are at the end of the stream. We are going to go and raid someone, though. We are going to go and raid someone, which will be really nice. I'm just unplugging my lav mics that I ended up not using. I do need to charge this thing as well. I haven't charged this at all for a while. I'm hoping to bring my lav mics to Fantasy Forest and do some like cool videos or some interviews for my my YouTube channel, because that's who I am now. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know yet, but fingers crossed. Fantasy Forest. It's going to be so much fun. Oopsie daisy. That goes there. That one goes there. There we go. So yeah, I'm so excited. Fantasy Forest. It's going to be such a blast. There you go. They're all done. I need to charge the actual like power pack at some point, but don't know when, but we'll see. Anyway, so from me, Iron Warrior Cosplay, thank you again for just being here and being part of the crew, part of the ship. I'm actually going to go to Big Tesco, do Big Shop, and fingers crossed I can get everything I need tonight, because it's going to be a busy all week. I'm also going on a little tractor run tomorrow on my tractor. Very excited. No, Mr. Tyne, there's no hype train. Sorry, there's no hype train. But we'll go and raid somebody. If there's anyone online I know. On a Saturday. The ASMR fan is on. Great. Oh my god, there's the Warhammer Tournament Day 1. I'm not going to raid Warhammer. I'm not going to raid Warhammer. Oh man, this is insanity. I need to start going around. I need to start going around and finding more people I know. I need to start following more people, getting to know more people, because there are not many people on Twitch. Let's see what categories. Can I search and filter category? Let's go Warhammer. Yeah, we'll do a Warhammer category. Let's have a look. Got Hobby Max. We got Warhammer themselves. That's so funny. Warhammer have less viewers than... That's so funny. There's a bunch of people who have less... Warhammer Armageddon unboxing day 2. Yeah, let's go. We'll go raid this this streamer. I have no idea who she is. 458 viewers. God damn. She's only been streaming for half an hour. So we'll go do that. Right. So we are going to go and raid someone. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone for being here. Massive thank you for supporting me. And I really, really, really wish you guys the most exciting weekend. So have an amazing time. I shall see you all again very soon. We are going to go raid this streamer. So if you are here, please hang around. I really appreciate it. But from me, Iron Warrior Cosplay, I shall see you all next... Well, sorry, I shall see you all Friday. Not next Friday, because it's Saturday. But I'll see you guys on Friday. And I'm really excited to show you more, especially when it comes to my Voxcast. I'm so excited. I can't wait. But anyway, from me, Iron Warrior Cosplay, thank you so much for watching. I shall see you all again soon. Bye for now.